My people, how you doing, guys? We're live, guys. We're live, guys. We're live. Welcome to this thing, guys. Like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe, guys. Like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. We're gonna be talking about Watford, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton, and Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe, and let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, my people, how you doing now? I hope you guys are doing fine. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, guys, subscribe, guys, subscribe. I hope you guys are doing okay today. Yeah, like the vid, guy, like the vid, like the vid, guys. Subscribe, guys, subscribe. I hope you guys are doing today. We're gonna be doing a post-match reaction of the match that has been played already between Chelsea and Watford. We're also gonna be talking about Liverpool versus Everton. That was a dismantle. That was bad. That was bad. That was very very bad. We're also going to be talking about Manchester City versus Aston Villa, and we're also going to is this going to be the tightest Premier League title we're ever going to see? We're going to have a discussion about it also too. Also, so like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, and let's go, guys.
What were you panicking about, Abdullahi? Come on.
I wasn't panicking. Relax.
You were panicking last night. Don't start.
I was not part of them.
Nah, come on. You were condoning it.
No, I was like, we're gonna win.
I was hearing we're gonna lose.
No, it was Blue Eyes and it was Blue Eyes, Emmy, Marvelous Uncle. I was like, we're gonna win the match for me. And the reason I understand they're panicking because of the performance of United performance, the perform against United, and also the caliber of player we have in at the moment are not too like gelling together. So all of them want to do like, I want to score this goal myself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not more of a teamwork, playing like a team together. They want to like just score, and that doesn't make any sense as a team who has an ambition to win the Premier League title. You don't do things that way. You don't do things that way. We play as a team to win, and once you play as a team to win, eventually you will win. Once you play more as a team. So, UJ, give me your take on the match. If I pull out the table.
The Chelsea Watford or which one?
Everything. Chelsea Watford.
Everton, Liverpool,
and Manchester City versus Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa in the second half they played very well. They play out Manchester City in the second half, but they were just unlucky not to win the match.
I mean, you guys think I have 4 highs telling me to give analysis on all of them? I only watched like 2 of those matches. So I didn't see the Man City game, so I can't really tell. But I know they won it, so yeah, that's good for Man City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Chelsea game, I just watch it, and yeah, I hope the fan is doing very well.
Yeah, the fan is all going well too for me too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah. Yeah, I think, like you said, I think you guys kind of struggled, but like you said before we came into the stream, it has to do like those lineup. I don't think they have ever played together before.
It's been long,
so like the chemistry wasn't there. Like you guys were kind of forcing things. Like you can see, like you guys were kind of struggling in the match.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you guys just wasn't like having. You guys wasn't just playing as a team together, but like when you have the quality in your team of a Ziyech, of a Mason Mount, you will win those matches. I know it's Watford, but like yeah, we have to respect
They
what.
play so, and they play very well. I would not like they play very well. They play very
Yeah,
well.
and again, Dennis still on
And
form.
with Dennis, I don't know. I don't know what is going on with Nigerian national team. That's comeback idiot.
Why
Call
do
them.
you have to make everything about Nigeria?
How doesn't it get picked though, Abdullah? Come on.
Tom, I can't explain that.
Yeah, I mean we have a lot of strikers, you know.
Now Osimhen is injured now. Then are you gonna pick him now or you're not gonna pick him now?
We
Victor
should pick him.
Osimhen
You
is
should
injured.
pick
Wait,
him anyway, regardless.
you're talking from the coach or like what you saying?
I don't know if we all have eyes to watch football. I don't know if he watch football with his stomach or his leg. I don't know.
I mean, he's probably gonna be gone. I mean, I think they said he's gone. So
Yeah, he's gone. They're only doing is what's called is severance pay. That's only what they're waiting for and to announce the new manager. We don't know when. We are waiting the NFF to make that decision.
I don't know why you just don't make it already. To be honest,
You know, Nigeria is like it's different than the way English people does their own stuff. So it's different. Panic, 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 money, 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 money. So it's understood.
yeah, but to your question before, I think you guys were also missing with James in this game. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
a guy that can score, a guy that can go forward and can defend. I think it could have actually helped the defense, you know, and actually help you guys going for because like you know with James like he's getting into that Alexander Arnold and Cancelo level. If he's not already in that level already, but you know, yeah, you guys missing and the replacement bringing us DH also helped you guys. I would say this is like his best match since he has come to Chelsea. I hope that's not like exaggeration, but I think this is one of his best matches. Changed the game and Mason Mount played well. But like I said before, you guys kind of struggled in the middle of the park. Yeah, I think Saul. I don't know why you guys signed the guy,
We
but
need to ship him back to whatever they brought him from. We need to. I don't want to talk about. If I talk about our rants, I don't want to rant. Just
yeah, in his first match, you can
just call
still
him on loan. Just call him on loan. That's it.
yeah, in his first match against I don't remember whose team that was, but we were like, oh, it was because he just transferred to Chelsea, but he has been in Chelsea for quite a while now. He should have known about the intensity, the energy, but he just looks to not get it right now for Chelsea. So I don't know the importance of him for you guys right now, but you know, yeah, when you have a player like Mr. Mark Harvest, yeah, those guys can those individual players can help you and win matches against like a decent Watford. So like I said, they're playing really good. You know, I'm sure Tom know about them, but it was a good match. It was a good match, but like I just think your mutual wasn't clicking, and your fullbacks they were kind of poor. I love.
It was a makeshift. It was a change of fullback.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I say. They went up to it today, so I hope it's just maybe fatigue for today. But and you know, Rudiger he could have done better on that goal from Dennis. But you know, Rudiger don't make this type of mistake, so I hope it's just one off thing. But it's just looking,
that's two mistakes now in a row. Jorginho and Rudiger now.
yeah, it's just looking like sketchy for you guys at the back. Like consider against a Manchester United and now against a Watford team. Just yeah, but like I said, maybe the changes, you know. So I won't place too much emphasis on just one match. But you guys got the 3 points, which is like the most important thing. But I don't even know where to start about the Everton and Liverpool match. What do you want me to say? They just they went
Benitez is getting sacked. Come on.
they went there to say hello, we are your big brothers. Respect us. That was that was really like domination by what's it called? Liverpool. From start to finish, they dominated them and I don't know what's wrong with Everton. They just always do this stuff. Like they play good in the beginning of the season and in the middle of the season, they
I
just
think
flip.
when they signed him after Benitez, they finally didn't want Benitez. They finally didn't want him.
Yeah, I understand that, but like the players were playing good under Ancelotti. Also, in the first when he first got there, you see they were top of the table at one point.
Mhm.
and they just broke down. And the same thing is happening with Benitez right now. So I don't know if it's the player or whatnot, but there wasn't just ugly today. And Salah today was exceptional.
Mhm.
Even Anderson, I thought he did good today. Like got the goal and assist. That was just Liverpool team. They were pressing so hard. They couldn't cope with the pressure by Liverpool. Even on I believe it's the third goal by Salah where the player made a mistake. Yeah, that was just by a corner and Liverpool pressing, which is something I really like about this Liverpool team. They just know how to press the ball to win the ball, and they're really clinical. So it was just a domination by them. I think, yeah, we are your big brothers. Just like you can't just do anything against them. But something is really going on with this Everton squad. I don't remember the last time they won. They lost against Brentford also. I know Brentford is a
The
decent.
last time they got a good result, EJ, and I'll be even honest to admit it, was against Man United.
What a surprise. But like to my point though, I just think something is going on with this Everton team. Like I don't know, but Liverpool today was just dominant. They were just dominant. Alexander Arnold also it was special today. Robinson was special today. They were all on their A game and they beat a really poor Everton side. But something is really going on with Everton. I won't be surprised if Benitez is the next coach sacked in the Premier League because
It will get sacked because of this one. This one is
yeah,
a bad one. It's a bad one.
Christmas is coming early for him.
Apparently, he's a dead man walking anyway,
Yeah, so I think I
following that game.
I think he might go soon. But I hear people saying it was better than Ancelotti, but yeah,
Come on.
good. So for it. Uh, yeah, but he just I don't know what to say. And your man, it will be. What are you gonna do about him?
I don't know.
The camera just keeps showing his face. I'm like, get this MF off my screen, man. I really I don't know with his career is going to, but today Liverpool was just the better team, and they got the win,
Mhm.
got the league. They can't ask for anything better than that.
And also Manchester City, they dug it out in the dying minute. They should have considered the penalty though, but they
Yeah,
did so.
I didn't watch the match or see the highlights, so yeah, I can't
Did you
really.
see that Bernardo Silva goal? Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I saw just like a really quick replay.
That's a goal of the season contender.
Nah,
Easily.
no, it was in front of the goalpost, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. But yeah, they got the win, and that's what you need, like a 3 points, and now they're second in the league, so they have a
Mhm.
chance to still win the league. So it's looking good for them, but let's.
Do you think is this gonna be it's gonna be like what Foot for Your Feet says? It's gonna be the most toughest league in title race in recent years. Do you
I
agree?
mean, I think until January, I think that's when we'll know. Until because you never know what will happen with the Liverpool and what will happen
Liverpool.
with Liverpool when their star players go because Tani and
Mhm.
Salah, like you saw today, was important for them. But Jota is stepping out, so maybe they can do something with Jota, and the rest of the squad. But it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be tight. But I think it's just gonna be between Man City and Chelsea. That's what I think. I don't know what will happen in January, but from now to January, yeah, it's gonna look like one of the tough races in the Premier League. But when January comes, that's when we'll know who is the real team and who is the fakers, the pretenders and the contenders in January. So yeah, until then, yeah, you can say it's one of the toughest Premier League run, Premier League run or Premier League race. And hey, Arsenal is in fifth place. They can step up the game. So
Mhm.
yeah, you never.
Tom, give me your take on the match today.
Where do you want me to start?
Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, whatever you
Well,
want to say.
Chelsea was one of the games that I watched. And I also watched the Liverpool game. But I watched the Liverpool game majorly.
Mm-hmm.
For majority of it anyway. But the Chelsea game, from what I briefly saw when I switched over,
Mm-hmm.
was I liked the. To be fair, the formation was ballsy. I've got to be honest. Like we've already said, the chemistry wasn't there. I thought there was quite a few. Anyway, there was a bit of surprises, with the Reece James one, and there was a couple of
No, he just has
surprises.
a knock. So Tuchel said he doesn't want no. He doesn't want no risk it.
Oh, is it injury?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Fair enough then.
Oh, guys, Rafael Benitez could get sacked before the Arsenal match on Monday.
Wait, what?
That's the breaking news I'm seeing now.
I told you, did I not? Just a couple of minutes ago,
Wow.
it'll be gone.
They're gonna be an emergency meeting tonight and tomorrow morning about the future.
I mean,
Only in the
just
Premier League they do the emergency meeting. Other league, I don't see them do any emergency meeting. Like what?
they don't wake people up at 2 a.m. in the morning saying, right, let's have a meeting, lads.
Like what? Like
Yeah, they don't do that at Barca, do they, EJ, or Madrid?
they don't really do that until like maybe once, but like many teams do that in the Premier League. Like Chelsea did that with Lampard.
It wasn't
Mhm.
emergency. It wasn't an emergency. It was like Lampard get the heck out of my club.
We did that at Man United.
Yeah, so
After
like
Watford.
now you have it with this guy. So like what's going on? What's the emergency?
I mean, to be fair to Benitez, I mean, I don't think he was welcome from day one. As soon as he had that Liverpool thing and the comments that he made, Everton's a small club and stuff, I thought it was the right appointment at the time because they needed somebody to steady the ship. They just lost a world-class coach, manager in Ancelotti, and to go from that drop to no man's land was, I think, a very big drop to go to, considering Everton had never had a manager like an Ancelotti. They'd never had a Champions League winning manager or multiple league winning manager in all countries, or all things considered. But even when you brought in Benitez, I mean, most of his major achievements and work is decades ago now. Like I say, it's what, 12, 13 years since that Istanbul night, where he won the CL with Liverpool. Like, there was a lot riding on that appointment. And I mean, even if they do get rid of him, which is what everything's circulating around now, and obviously you've said about Abdullahi, I mean, where do they go? Let's be real, lads, though. Like, where do they actually go now?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is the thing, SSB. Everton, to be fair to them, they are a good club. And what I mean by that, and they're not a great club, they're a good club. They're run professionally. However, they've got the money to go out there and get any coach in the world that they want. But Everton have never had the appeal because they're always the second best club in Merseyside. They're always the second best club in Liverpool. They're always never in the European places. So you don't have any European attraction. All they have is the money to go and attract somebody. That's the only reason why a manager like Ancelotti went there. They paid him well. It wasn't because there was because if they didn't pay him well and he's not got any Europe, there's no star attraction there. What's the point in going? There isn't any point in going. It was for the money, based sole and fact. But even if they do get rid of Benitez, where do they honestly go? I mean, they've tried so many different ways and styles, all the way back from, from Allardyce to Marco Silva to, I think they had, what was the other guy now? Oh, I can't remember his name now. Anyway, it's ever since David Moyes left the Everton job, they've just capitulated since then, in my opinion. But even when you look at the market now, I honestly don't know where they go, to be honest with you. Like I say, Benitez is a person who I thought would go in there, steady the ship and do the job that needed to be done. And it's not worked out for him. And on the contrary of it, Everton could go out there and buy any manager in the world and pay them. Anybody who doesn't know anything about Everton's owners, go and do a bit of research on them. They're very wealthy people. But they've just never had the attraction of that football club to attract the players, to attract the coaches, the managers, to the blue side of the city of Liverpool rather than the red side in the Merseyside. But I mean, it's tough, because ultimately, with football, you live in a results business, and if you don't get the results, you pay the ultimate price. And I think Benitez deep down, I think he'll probably know that the writing's on the wall. Unless he's going to get an upturn in form soon, or there's a board emergency meeting or whatever. Unless there's people on the board that still have faith in him.
I don't think because when it was Aya, even the fans didn't even like him just because of the connection with Liverpool. That was the
That's the thing, though, isn't it? But even you take that away, I thought it was a good appointment. A Champions League winning manager. Most clubs cherish that. Like I say, when he was at Newcastle, those Newcastle fans took to him, Abdullahi.
Yeah.
Like the Liverpool fans did. They took to him. He loved the city, he loved the club, he loved the fans. But he could never love the ownership. That was the one thing. And that was Mike Ashley. Otherwise, if Mike Ashley was not the owner, Rafa Benitez would still be at Newcastle. Hands down, he would have made that contract negotiation and he would have signed it. It wouldn't have shipped out to China like he did to Dali and Yangfang. But this is the thing. Even when you look at the market now, what manager is going to want to go to Everton? Where are they actually in the table? Just scroll it down a bit. I'm wondering because they should. I know that they're not in the top half of the table, but I haven't got a clue where they actually are.
I understand.
Just scroll it down, Abdullahi, and just let's see. Yeah, let's see where they are actually. I'm curious.
They're 14 in the league.
The 14th.
Yeah.
What's the points that? So they're on 15, and what's the points from the bottom? It can't be that many, surely. Just scroll all the way down, Abdullahi, to the.
Not like 7th, I think. Yeah, 7th minus 15.
Well, the closest. They're 5 points away from the drop zone. Listen, another bad match or two when they're in that relegation battle.
Yeah.
Hands down, easily.
And
they were talking about Europe this year. It never materialises.
Yeah.
And with Everton, it always pours and it always rains. That's the problem with that football club. And like you say, Abdullahi, they've got all the money in the world, but until they can get over this barrier of where they're consistently in European places. Yeah. I mean, they did back him. And the problem with COVID, I understand that. I understand that vote with your feet. But even when you look at the structure side of it, Ancelotti bought into those plans.
Yeah.
And when you have a manager who wants to buy into your plans, or at least buy in with because he's got an interest in it or a project, they had no plans to get rid of Ancelotti. Let's be under no illusions.
Arsenal wanted to go to Madrid.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'd like if Real Madrid did not come knocking on his door and Zidane stayed on there, Ancelotti would still be at Everton now.
Yeah.
Hands down, easily. No questions asked. He would still have a contract with Everton.
Yeah.
And he would have took this season on. But this is the problem, changing coaches mid-season and having the whole culture clash and everything with the City because you've got a Champions League winning manager who's won the Champions League across the City. That's something like Man United going and appointing Mancini in the summer. He went and won the league title across the City with City. So, I mean, even when you look at the market, just to throw a couple of names out there, Abdullahi, I honestly don't know who they would go for. Lucien Favre, Dortmund, probably be a name that we mentioned.
Forensa, what's his name?
Who?
The former Roma manager.
Oh, Fonseca. Well, he gets an interview everywhere and he ends up ruining it.
Wait, Tom. Can you give me a break though? He doesn't have his top goal scorer or like his best finisher. Can you just say that?
Oh, what's his name? Dominic
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, he's been injured for quite a while, and I saw him doing Sky Sports pundit for a while. So.
Yeah, somebody put a post. Who was it?
I think they'll be back in December.
There was somebody who put a tweet up about it when he was on there, and he said it's an absolute disgrace. He should be the getting cardiotherapy or something like that, rather than being on punditry.
Well, we move.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you can give him a break on that. Like it doesn't have. When Ancelotti was there, they had him. So it was coming goals, it was tough form. And Ancelotti actually improving and everyone was calling him. What was his nickname by Abdullah at that time? Oh my god. Calvert Lewandowski or what?
It's not me. Okay, bug lies.
Lewandowski.
So yeah, it was called that at that time. So Yeah, I think maybe we're being too harsh on him. He doesn't have his top goal scorer and his finisher.
But hearing emergency hangout now, emergency meeting now, with the board, then that's a problem because the fans, even from the day one, the fans didn't even like him. It
I
wasn't.
understand that, but at Everton, this is the problem. They're a very reactionary club. They're a very knee-jerk club. As soon as things don't go well, they get rid of the manager because that's the main person they see to blame. They're very much like Chelsea. They have money. They could buy most players in the world.
But relax, we have an ambition. We win the office.
Yeah, this is the thing. They have what Everton need, right? And I'll tell you now, they need a proper project. They need a project like what Tottenham had. Tottenham were a nobody club when Pochettino went there. They were a nobody club, and he built them from no European football to Europa League to then Champions League, consistently in the Champions League, and then he took them all the way to the summer. And in the way, he had 2 seasons where he was in title races. One of them majorly, but another season he was there or thereabouts. And when he took them to the Champions League final, albeit he didn't win anything. That's the sort of project that Everton need. They need a 3-4 year project with a manager who's got the passion, the desire to work with what he's got right now, to have a good recruitment behind him, and actually have people who want to back him. Because if the owners find the right manager and they give them the backing, I think Everton can be a successful club in 3, 4, maybe 5 years' time. But they need a project. They need something to invest in, get behind. And until that happens, ultimately, it's just going to be short-term solution to short-term solution. And unless there's going to be, like I say, a major change, I don't know, they're going to bring in a world-class manager where there's none of them out there other than Zinedine Zidane, and we all know he doesn't like England anyway. So going to Everton, I can hardly see it. But even on the contrary of it, if you have an emergency meeting, that's pretty much it. You don't call a meeting at what? I'm in the UK now, and it's midnight now. It's just gone midnight.
Oh,
You don't have that. You don't have that for at midnight if you're not going to make a decision. But even if they do get rid of Benitez, God knows who they're going to go for.
So wait. Does Everton lost today again, right?
Yeah, they did. They lost 4-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, they should
At
start
home, Goodison Park.
Yeah, that's their worst loss against Liverpool in how many decades? They've not lost by that much. Even when they
Not by
had the
that
worst
much.
of coaches. Yes, they've never lost 4-1. So it's very clear, and this is their 5th loss. No, their 5th loss in their last 7 games.
6, yeah.
Yeah, or 6th loss, yeah, in their last 7 games. So they've only won 1 in their last 7 games. There's only one way that team is going right now. It's going straight to the water. They need to sack Benitez and go get themselves a coach that actually, that can actually get them to play. Look at Watford, for instance. Watford had Watford just got Ranieri, who's a very good manager. If Ranieri was at Everton, he'll make them a very good team.
I mean, I always believe in the process of with clubs like Everton and with clubs like Villa who have the ambitions to get into Europe. It's not as simple as you chuck money at the problem and then you hope it fixes it. It takes years of building, constructing to do. And Tottenham's the best example.
Not really. What about West Ham? Okay, what about West Ham?
I understand that with West Ham.
West Ham was about to go down, though. Now, West Ham is in Europe. They've consolidated themselves, and next season they will qualify for Europe again. It's not like they said, "Oh, let's go draw this long project." Sometimes what you just need is a combination of things going your way. One, a coach that is actually willing to work with the team. Two, the right decisions being made upstairs to actually recruit the right players that are necessary to make the team successful. If those 2 things are there, you don't need to go say, "Oh, you know what? We don't want to win now." The worst thing you can tell players is give them an excuse, right? Tell them, "Oh, we don't want to win now. We want to win in 3 years or 4 years." Guess what? They'll just play average. They won't give everything. But teams that are making Europe, for instance, their players know if they make Europe, there's certain bonuses for them for sure. Like they have incentives. There's a lot of incentives for them to be in Europe, right? And also it increases their value. So teams like Everton, like Villa, they have rich owners. Everton has a rich owner. Everton's
Yeah, they
owner, I
do. Yeah.
think, one of the Iranian billionaire. So Aston Villa has a rich owner too. But the thing is,
They've
like
got
you
more money
said,
than the Kroenkes, if you want to know, Emmy.
exactly. They got money, but the problem is they don't have that presence. They don't. They have the big stadiums too, but the thing is, they don't have the presence. They don't. They've not been able to get that right manager. Everton is supposed to be, a big club. Like not just a big club, but a club that should be up at least in top six brackets of the league. Like I know they fell off a few years, but they've really not had a coach. Like if Ancelotti was there, they won't lose by four.
Oh,
Yeah, they
exactly.
won't lose
And
by
what
Yeah,
the
four.
yeah.
Yeah, they
last
won't
time
lose by
it was even at Anfield, So yes.
Oh, the loss was it in Anfield or Goodison Park?
It was
I
in
thought it was
Goodison
Goodison
Park.
Park they played.
It was in
They
Goodison
played
Park.
Goodison Park today. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I said
Yeah. So
the last time Ancelotti coached them, they won at Anfield. That's why.
yes. They won last season there, right?
Yeah, they won 1-0, yeah.
Yeah, they won 1-0, which was the first time. I think that was Calvert Lewin also scoring that day too.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just shows that they've fallen back as a club. I think they'll start Benitez. They'll look for someone else that can actually get it because
Okay, let's see what's available. Fonseca. Will they
No,
get
no,
that?
don't do Fonseca.
I'll tell you, I'd go and get straight away. I'd go and get Rudy
Just
Garcia.
500? So
No, I'd go and get Rudy Garcia. Won the league title with Leo, and when you look at what he did with that Leon squad, go and get
Oh,
a
that was
proper
a good guy.
coach.
Yeah, Rudy
Is it-
Garcia.
He's out of work.
I think he's coached in the player
Yeah.
before.
He's not coached in the EPL before.
What do you
Is
think
it-
of Lampard, though?
Who?
Lampard.
I mean,
Who's that?
Lampard. I mean, to be fair,
No. Yo, you're going worse. Like, is Lampard a better coach than Benitez?
No.
No. So if Benitez can't fix the problem, it means that you need a more experienced hand, that can actually organize this team. Because Benitez, what he's trying to do does not match the players that he has, right? This team, the Everton team, is an attacking team. Benitez is not an attacking coach. He plays on the break. He's more pragmatic. He's a very
Somebody
pragmatic.
said like
There's no
the guy-
difference.
SSB. I'd tell you one person you get. He's not German, but he coaches in the German league. It'll never happen. If Everton had proper ambition and they want to buy somebody out, go and get Jesse Marsch from Leipzig. If you want somebody who's up and coming,
Salzburg manager.
yeah. Well, he was at Salzburg and then he's been moved over to the Leipzig brand. If you want an up and coming coach,
It'd be hard to get Jesse Marsch.
that's what I mean. But if it wasn't,
because he's someone that is currently. If I were Everton, I'll try to beg Ten Hag, but the thing is going to be difficult, right? I don't know if Ten Hag will take that project from Ajax unless they make him a big offer and tell him, "Hey, we're going to recruit a couple of players this next summer." They need a coach that has a philosophy that can get them a philosophy that matches the players that they have. Because currently, what they're doing is they have a good team. The team is good. They have the England #1 goalkeeper, although it's questionable. They have a solid back four. They have Digne. They have what's the guy called?
Alan.
Seaman? No, the guy on the right back. Seamus Coleman, right?
Come on.
Seamus Coleman, yeah.
Seamus Coleman. They have a centre back pairing. I know one of them is injured, but it's not too bad.
Mina.
Yeah, they have Holgate. They have Mina. In the midfield, they have Alan.
Yeah.
Holgate and Mina. And compared to Ogbonna and Zuma, well, Zuma is a good defender though. So he raised West Ham because West Ham currently their big strength is their back two, man. Those two guys, Ogbonna and Zuma, they are colossal. Like they are very good. But coming back to Everton, they have a good team. Yeah, they have. I know Dakori has been injured. Maybe one of the reasons why
He played today. He played today. He
he played
started.
today.
Yeah, they like the Corey.
Yeah, but they have a good team. But this guy has them playing low block 4-4-1-1. That's a very regressive system. Like for this team, they should be playing 4-3-3.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the players to play 4-3-3. They have Alan, who is a very good DM, and they have Dakori, who can play box to box. You know? Yeah, I just don't know what's going on with Everton, but they'll be all right. Like, can I talk about Chelsea today, man? Chelsea made me sick, man.
Oh, come on.
Talk,
Emmy,
talk.
you said
yeah.
you were going to lose.
I actually thought we'd drop points. Anyway, we were very close to dropping points. We're very lucky. If we play like this against West Ham, we're gonna lose for sure. You cannot even try playing like this against West Ham. We're
Marcus
gonna lose.
Alonso, Saúl
And I
Gomez.
like and I like that Tuchel during his post match, he actually said it that we were lucky. We were lucky. Like we were not supposed to win this game. We're not supposed to
That
get
was
3 points.
especially that guy, Emmanuel Dennis. That's that guy na baller. That guy.
Hey,
I don't know. I
that
don't know
guy.
Nigerian national team. They are dumb and stupid. Very
I
stupid.
did not call that guy. You know, they not have that guy. That guy is good, though. Pops. That guy can dribble. He shot Alonso today. Alonso and Rudiger. But the first time, Alonso no overlap. They no ball and well to overlap because that guy just stayed there, and the ball
In the
kept
second
coming
half,
to him.
Alonso stayed with him in the second half. Throughout the second half.
Yes. I think the instruction was
in the post match. Mount said that after the first half finished, when they went to the dressing room, Tuchel was livid with each and every player from Mendy to the striker. It was actually mad with everybody. That was why they played very well in the second half. That it was mad with everybody. Everybody was like, "What the hell is going on today? What's going on?" And no one could even say a word in the dressing room. That it was mad with everybody today.
yeah, it really should be mad because that first half was pathetic. Like everybody was just giving away the ball. Like it was as if they were all strangers. It was as if they never played each other before. Saul, they need to send him back to Atletico. That guy's career, I'm sorry, it might actually be over.
Do you see the report Nizam Casella said on Twitter that after Tuchel told him to go back home?
It's a lie, sure.
Maybe it was a joke though. Maybe it was a prank.
Yeah, it was a joke. That was serious. Well, I think Saul definitely didn't do himself. Today was his biggest opportunity to show that, against the Watford team that is pretty much at the low ranks of the table. If you can't play well against, you cannot command against Watford, then who can they trust you against, right? So, yeah, Saul is a wrap. He was even Chaloba now is injured,
He's injured, yeah.
We're in trouble.
Tuchel said it's serious. The injury is serious. He said it's serious.
Yeah, because the boy has played too many games. He was probably on red alert not to even play today, but they just rugged him to play because the contact that made him go down was not that much.
It was an hamstring injury. He pulled off an hamstring injury.
It was an hamstring, right? Yeah, he pulled his hamstring. So I don't know, man. So now which team is going to play against West Ham? We're going to just put
Rudiger and Thiago Silva. That's going to be the thing. Or
they'll play.
Or it will be forced to play back four. Tuchel will be forced to play. It doesn't want to play now. Because of injuries now, he will be forced to play back four. He will be forced.
Yeah, because that back three is solid, but today has to be offered zero. Like he's not. Let's be very careful if we're giving him another contract because that means unless you just want him to be a coach.
He rejected the new contract. He rejected it.
And I think it makes sense for him to go. I won't lie. But I know we'll be losing a lot of leaders at that back, but we can also buy.
We'll be losing Aspilicueta. We'll be losing so many players.
No, just the two of them. I think Thiago Silva is going to stay one more year to usher in the new guys. But if you look at because our strength is our wing back, and once our wing backs cannot overlap, we're playing two slow wing backs. Alonso and Aspi. Guess what? We can't move the ball up. We can't make the field wide. We become a very
It's James,
narrow
yeah,
team,
it's James
and it's easy
he
for
had a
them
knock
to.
today. He had a knock, but I think he will be fine.
Who be that?
With James, he had a knock today. I think he will be fine though.
No, no, no. This guy said Rhys James was in so much pain yesterday that he could not travel. So Rhys James is out for Saturday.
Damn.
He's out. Yeah, he's out. He's in so much pain that he couldn't travel. So it's not one. Hey, you wait. Rhys James probably gonna be a week or two minimum.
Oh, in heaven.
Yeah.
Now
So that's what I'm saying. We're losing players
we're
crazily,
gonna be playing. We're gonna be
and
playing.
against and
Pulisic right
against
wing back.
and
Oh Lord.
maybe we just play Pulisic and Hudson Odoi as wing backs. What about that?
I think that's what Tuchel is gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna. Or he may switch back to a back four, which I think he doesn't want to do it, but he will eventually do it.
I think he might need to switch to a back four.
Yeah, he said
because
he's been hinting to do it, but he wants to wait for the best moment to do it.
it's the best moment. You know why? Because now you don't have your wing backs anymore. Like Alonso and this guy are so poor. I won't even play. I would rather play right now. I would rather play Malangsa as a left back. You understand?
Wow.
I'm telling you that play Alonso. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Alonso is poor. Alonso doesn't give us anything, and it seems. Against all these fast attacking players, he doesn't. He can't push the ball forward. Those guys have the better of him.
Yep. Mo ti gbọ́ bàbá yín ṣe. Mi ò mọ̀. Sadiq ló lè pínlẹ̀. Bàbá yín sì. Àti gbélé màá rìn jẹ́ kó tó lọ bí iṣẹ́. Màá ṣe kí tó lọ bí iṣẹ́ pínlẹ̀. Màá ṣe kí tó lọ bí iṣẹ́. Yeah, continue your take.
Yeah, so I'm just enjoying your Yoruba that you're speaking.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh. So the what do you call it now? On Saturday we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle to even put up a mid. I think we might have to move to a back four. We'll have to move to a back four.
But the problem
back
is
four. Who now play that back four?
That's what the issue is. That's what the issue is now. Exactly. That's what the problem is. Because I don't think Odegaard is good in the back four.
Riga can play right back.
Yeah, I've seen him play right back before
that's good. Because that's where he started as, right? He started as a right back.
Yeah, but how good is he? Is his pull out? How good is his pull out?
Because he doesn't have to pull out. Let him just stay there. We don't need him to pull out.
He should just stay there.
We'll play with real wingers. Yeah. He don't have to pull out now, cross the ball. He can cross the ball. I think he can because he plays those diagonal balls, right? So his pull out will not be like like a real right back because it belongs. But I'm just thinking, who will now play left back?
I don't know. Maybe
it's only Malangsa. It's only Malangsa you have. In a back four, you need your back four to be solid though. And they should have played
Edward Mendy saved us today. He saved us today.
He did though.
In as much as it was shaky, but he saved us.
He saved us. So that ball that guy was almost strong. He came out to be the sweeper and he injured himself, sir. I was scared, sir. I was like, I beg, we can't lose Mendy. But the injury list is too high. We have almost 7 players out. Yeah.
And this is the month I hate most in December because we're gonna have so many injuries. So
we have 8 games. Yeah, we have 8 games in 28. We have 8 games in 28 days. That means we have a game every 4 days.
Every 4 days. And in between there's this year.
Only
Kai.
to the TCL. So like
Because guess what? After we played West Ham, we still have to,
no
you
Golo
know,
Kante, no Kovacic. Now
we travel to Moscow to play Zenit
for Zenit, yeah,
Champions League, and
exactly.
if that game is going to be icy because
Mhm.
snow done a fall big time for there already.
So
So
that's the issue with it now is teacher needs to rest some players and just put them, don't even follow them to what's called our next UC.
Zenit,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those guys.
He needs to develop
But
his team to,
but we have to beat West Ham though. We have to beat
yeah, we have
West
to
Ham
do
ASAP.
Western. And I think this is the reason he rested Thiago Silva today, just because
And
he
I
wanted
think
to,
the reason also he rested Hudson Odoi.
maybe because of the Western.
Yes, because he need Hudson Odoi for sure. He will
Yeah,
need him
because
to
he
be able
said he
to
wants to
create.
try Pulisic in a right wing back. Maybe he may play Pulisic in the wing back against West Ham.
Yeah, I don't know. That's dangerous though.
But he did that in he did
But
that in
that's against Said Benrama.
yeah. Mhm. Pulisic has the pace now. He has the pace. So I think yeah, Chaluba is injured. Yeah, he's injured.
How I don't know.
Pulisic, yeah, Pulisic has the pace and he can defend too. So I would trust Pulisic more than Marcos Alonso.
Why don't you just change system?
I don't know if the players are good in the back four. That is my issue with it. You can't just stick to the system just because you want to change it for changing sake. You can't just do it
Wait,
because
Abdullah, did you just say Pulisic is better at defending than Alonso?
yeah, Alonso is trash in defending. I'm sorry. Don't let me talk about Alonso, please.
You really think Pulisic? Okay, that's a good experiment. That's
It's a
really
good experiment. He did that in Borussia Dortmund with Thomas Tuchel with Ousmane Dembele together with Aubameyang, and it worked.
yeah, that's a very good
And it
experiment
worked.
against a
Aubameyang
West
was
Ham
the
team, by
striker.
the way.
Pulisic was the right wing back. Ousmane Dembele was left wing back, and Aubameyang was the striker, and it worked. It
This
worked.
against a West Ham team, that's
I
what I'm
know.
saying. You
So
can do it against like a regular team in the
okay, you
Premier.
want to play Alonso against Jared Bowen, or say he's gonna get cooked.
If
I
you
tell
get
you,
what will Pulisic be?
he's gonna
Fried.
be against Benrama. I think if Benrama have pace, at least we'll go pace to pace with each other. That's better. It can be covered by Christensen or Thiago Silva and cover him up, which is okay. They can double Benrama. But who's gonna double Alonso? Alonso is class A for me. We're gonna push out to get the guy out of the position. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I know for sure Rudiger isn't good as this in the back four because we saw what happened in Germany. So, and he hasn't always been good in the back four. So, it's really tough to change the system right now. But that's the only option you guys have
Yeah,
seen.
exactly. I don't think Tuchel will change this. Will change information right now. That's not my issue with. You can't just tell him to change information right now. That doesn't like. He has to train those players to play back for. He has to train them.
I think against a Western team,
West Ham will not come out. They will defend.
that's the thing. You never know with West Ham.
They
Sometimes
will defend. They won't come out. They will defend. That's and we have difficulties in breaking down low blocks. That's what my problem is. Yeah, exactly. The police can do it. He can run it and he can even work it. He can do it. So if the manager wants him to do it, he will do it. He will do a good job there. For me, he will. It's for the team. He will do it for the team. He will. And he has a very good course of. He's a very good course of the ball. You can cross the ball very well. So we'll do it. At this moment now, we need an emergency cover. That's what they can do for us at the moment right now. Emergency cover. We know it's not the best position, but just do that emergency cover for us, and that's it. You can't be playing Aspicota against West Ham. Aspicota is very slow. Very, very slow. He will get beaten a lot by Benrama. So, Marvelous, give me your take.
Well, look, we were lucky to come out with all 3 points today.
Mm-hmm.
And I even think we would have been lucky to get even a point had we drawn the game.
Mm-hmm.
I say that to say we deserve to lose.
Yeah.
Throughout the entirety of the game, Watford, they pressed us so bad, And I don't even know whether you guys heard around the 40-minute mark when we were doing that whole tango thing that we like to do where we pass back to Mendy in risky positions. Um, Claudio Ranieri was screaming his lungs out at his team and he was telling them to press. Like he yelled it for like a minute straight, right? They so badly sandwiched us in our own half of the pitch and forced us to play their game. They were physical, they got stuck in. You know, having Saul and Mr. Two Step, Saul the Ghost, aka Bakayoko reincarnated, and Mr. Two Step didn't help at all. It was almost like we had no one in midfield.
With Jorginho, because the player that can calm the tempo of the game down is on the bench.
And that's why Watford was able to cut through us as often and as well as they did. They sliced through us like warm butter, right? Now let me add to this. This lineup, because we're in an injury crisis. There's nothing to speculate about. We even picked up an injury today. Chaloba, he did his hamstring. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear that even Pulisic picked up a knock because the Watford players were pretty much fouling him to death, for lack of a better word. It's almost like anytime the ball was played towards him or he got on the ball, they just brought him down. It's almost like that was their instruction from
They
Claudio
prefer to
Ranieri.
get a yellow card.
So as a result of those injuries, this lineup and starting 11 had zero cohesion. We lacked chemistry. We were unable to string together 3, 4, 5 passes in a row. It was almost like pinball. The ball would be played to someone and it would ricochet off of them. They would take a bad touch. There was no flow. There was no flow at all. And, credit to Watford, they did their job very well. Look, I've said this, and I'm going to start sounding like a broken record. We need to stop passing back when we win the ball in our own 18-yard box. It puts us in a compromising position, and it puts immense pressure on Mendy. Look at how many times he had to kick the ball out of play. That's not fair. I think we missed Jorginho, his control.
N'Golo Kante.
No, I'm saying, Kovacic, Kante, they have long-term injuries, relatively long-term. But I'm saying Jorginho, he was on the bench. I think maybe he's carrying a slight knock.
A slight knock.
That's why Tuchel protected him. But we missed his calmness and his control and the fact that he serves as a metronome, right? He dictates the pace of the game. We missed that severely. We also missed Reece James, his ability to stretch the field, his ability to really cause havoc on that right-hand side because he wasn't there and Aspie isn't as dynamic. Aspie is very limited when it comes to attacking. He's a solid defender, but offensively in this system, he doesn't really offer much. So it's almost like Watford capitalized on that and they ate us up on Marcus Alonso's side. I mean, defensively, look, Dennis, he put us to the sword.
Emmanuel is a very fantastic.
Emmanuel Bonaventure, Dennis, put us to the sword. He ate through Alonso and Rudiger like they were cones, and he was going through a training drill, a dribbling course.
And they play Man City on Saturday. It's gonna be a tough match also.
Well, we can't make that assumption. Manchester City are a much better team than we are in this moment.
I know, but they don't have. You can't just tell me they can't get beaten. They can get beaten. They can't.
No, I agree. Anything can happen in football, but when we make guesses in football, we have to go off the facts that we have. At this moment in time, Manchester City, they don't have that many injuries. Their players already know how their system works. And mind you, Watford have lost 5 out of their last 7 games.
Because Mason said that this is the first time he's ever seen Thomas Tuchel getting mad at everybody in the dressing room today. He was livid, like the way he was talking to them in the dressing room. Everybody almost like looking into their self like, what the heck is going on today? Like they have to step up their game in the second half because they know if they don't get a point, the manager won. They're gonna be in so much trouble.
The truth is this: we were poor against Burnley. We were poor against Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
And today again, we were poor. Like I said, we deserve to lose this game. Look, like I've always said, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he makes things difficult for himself.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do it.
He was carrying the ball forward.
At least we play against maybe they will use painkiller for him. We'll have to go there and see though.
He was carrying the ball forward and then he attempted to dribble through. There's no way you can dribble through 3 players at one time. And he lost the ball and they capitalized on that and they scored.
They scored, yeah.
It's okay to pass. I understand Saul is a ghost and you can't really trust him and that he only completed 7 out of 45 passes, which for a professional footballer is ridiculous. But at least passing to him, you don't lose the ball. Look, I think I just that was just a bitter note for me because like it's like everything we're saying coming to pass. Now he's starting to lose the ball and opposition are starting to swarm him because they know he has that tendency. They recovered the ball from him and we're in a compromised situation. We're out of shape. We're out of whack. They run down on our defense. We're stretched out and then they score. Let me see what else. Watford made the game very physical. You know, they got stuck in. They prevented us from playing free-flowing football, which was why Havertz was very passive.
Yeah, but they also do some good job of the boss also do defending and everything.
Aside from the 2, we only made 2 clear-cut chances. Abdullah, if you could pull up the stats of the game, let me just highlight to you how outplayed we were. Just click on Chelsea on the table. Click on Chelsea on the table. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look, Watford had more shots and it wasn't even close. Watford had more shots on target.
Wow. We had no corners.
Watford had more possession. We had equal number of passes. They had more corners than we did not have any corners. So we were outplayed from minute 1 to minute 90. You know, and this is a carryover from the United game. We didn't play well. We deserve to lose.
We deserve to lose.
I think.
Do you think because Tuchel has said it in his post match and against United that he may go back to a back 4. He said he will do something that to change system to a back 4. And I'm looking at
when did he say this? When did he say this?
In the presser of United match that because people asked him that are you gonna play?
Did he say that?
He said it's hinting to do it. It's hinting to do it.
Because you know one thing. Right?
Did he say verbatim? Did he say verbatim? I will switch to a back 4.
No. He said because the reporter asked him, will you switch to a back 4 in the nearest upcoming match if you're having it difficult? And he said he's talking to his assistant already about it that there may be a chance and a way they could play back 4. He said
well, let me say this. Let me go on record and say this. I don't trust Rudiger in a back 4. I think positionally he becomes very unaware. And his abilities as a defender drop when he's in a back 4. I don't trust Christensen as a back 4, even though I think Christensen is more capable of a defender in a back 4 than Rudiger. I don't trust him nonetheless. Thiago Silva is the only assured center back I think we have in a back 4. Also, I don't think we have, aside from Chilwell, who's out with a long-term injury, we don't have a left back. Unless you're asking Aspie to play on that side. Marcus Alonso.
Aspie has been poor. Aspie. Did you watch Aspie today?
He's been poor.
zero output today.
My
Like
thing with
zero.
my thing with Aspie is
Like
this:
zero. He didn't do
anytime
anything.
anytime I see Aspie on the team sheet, I'm not expecting him to be dynamic and explore up the field.
Okay, okay,
When I see
okay, but
Aspie,
you
I'm
know,
just
mhm,
expecting him to ensure that we
be
don't
defensive.
concede and make sure that we're very solid on that right hand
No,
side.
but our strength is our wing backs, right? They're the ones that give the overloads, and that's why you see that Chilwell and Rhys James are leading us in goals, right? Because when the center backs and the full backs mark our two number tens and the striker, there's an extra man who they're not marking, who are the wing backs on either side when the ball comes from diagonally. So if we don't have our wing backs up the field to give us that overload, our system pretty much breaks down from an attacking perspective.
Yeah.
And you know that also today, one of the big things that happened today was Alonso and Aspi. None of them are able to actually go up front and give Watford a different problem. Today,
The only
Watford
time
played
they did
four
it was
one.
when we scored the
That
They
first goal.
played they played they played 4-1-4-1 today, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
see that four that they played, behind their striker. That four they pressed all day, including with the striker. The way they pressed was so very, very strong that we couldn't get the ball out, and our two central midfielders didn't help matters too,
we,
because
we
they were not experienced. Because normally, when Jorginho and Kova are there and they know that we are being pressed, Jorginho tells Kova to go all the way to the left and make stretch so that he stretches that that press and gives him an angle to actually be the one to carry the ball forward. And that beats the opposition press. The two guys today just played close to each other without any
Even
kind of
N'Golo Kante too
they,
knows his
they,
job too. When he goes forward, he easily
yeah,
come back and support.
no, exactly. But you see Jorginho and
in
Kovacic,
beating
right?
the press, in beating the
In beating
press,
the press, those two
Jorginho and
guys,
Kovacic
they
are
they
very important.
know, yeah, they know what to do. And most times when people underrate the two of them. I don't know why, but those two guys are very clever footballers. As soon as they know, okay, we're going to be pressed, they just stretch themselves wide and make it, okay, you want to press us, guess what? We'll always have one player that will be able to beat your press. And by the time we beat the press twice, the other team will be like, okay, we can't press like this continuously because this guy will carry the ball forward. And guess what? It opens up the field for him. So today we just didn't have that experience in midfield. And until Thiago Silva entered, then he kind of calmed the storm, but it was still not enough because we didn't have
And also, I
the
think
presence in central midfield.
the second half was much better than the first half because I think in the second half we, in as much as we were making mistakes, but we do look much better than the first half. The first half was bad. It was abysmal.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, 100%. The first half
I
was
think
pathetic. Like at some point, I was like, "Is this Chelsea or is this London Blues?" Like
Mhm.
we're unrecognizable. Like it's as if all the players were strangers. They've never played before together. They don't even know each other. They just put them on they just give them the blue jersey and told them to just show up. So today was not good at all. And let me not lie, like what Marvel was saying, right? If we play like this against West Ham, we'll get beat. And that's also an away game. We're playing in East London too. On
Yeah.
Saturday. Um, we now have about 8 injuries. Right? We have about
Yeah.
7, 8 injuries now. Players that and those players, some of them don't look like they're going to come back. Soon. Some might come back sometime in this Christmas window, but
long
the
term,
pre
we long
yeah,
term we have a lot
most
of
of them are long. Yeah, long.
4 weeks out, one
Correct.
month out, six
I
weeks
know.
out. Oh,
Abdullahi was talking about Rhys James. Rhys James did not travel to Watford because of the pain in his leg was too much. according to Tuchel. So he's out already for West Ham. He's not playing. The earliest he can come back is
Jesus
2 weeks.
Christ.
Yeah, so we have a big injury crisis right now. Right now, like, and I don't know if maybe because Tuchel is not. Maybe this is this is his first Christmas rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
In the Premier League, he managed us, in the second half of last season, right?
That season, yeah.
During this Christmas rodeo,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where Pep and more of conditioning and actually, more studio work, like, conditioning, get the fitness up. You don't need to train hard
Mm-hmm.
between matches from now to next year. By this time, you should already be at a match fitness point, as a player, that you
Yeah.
don't need to train as hard and as long to get ready for the game. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to watch that because a lot of players are tearing up their hamstrings. And what that means is, yeah, like see Chaloba tore his hamstring today, or he ruptured,
Yeah.
not ruptured, but
After
he
the
stretched his hamstring.
Achilles injury,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so he's out for 3 weeks minimum. Because hamstring is 3 weeks minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes four, depending on the age of the player. So I
Mm-hmm.
think if
Sometimes,
you ask
sometimes
if you
six.
ask me, right, what we could do between now and maybe if Tuchel can play
No, because they
Christensen,
asked him before the
Silva,
United.
Rudiger, right?
Which match did they, which match did they play before the United? Which match did we play? Who did we play before
Or
United?
Let's
We
Juventus
played,
now.
we played
Leicester City.
Juve.
Juve.
Oh,
Okay.
Leicester.
So we play
That's
Leicester.
Juve.
That was when the reporter was asking him that during the December it's gonna be his first time. He said yeah. Then they asked him, "Are you gonna rotate the team in terms of the player?" And he said he's expecting to his assistant coach that there will be a situation where he has to switch to a back four. I was like, "Oh Lord, in heaven, wait." And I look at the player, I was like, "Rodrigo can't play a back four. We are already fucked up already because that will not work. You're gonna expose Rodrigo if you play back four. You're exposing him. You're gonna get him exposed. So who, except Thiago Silva, who I trust, can play back four? I don't trust Rudiger in the back four. And it's been the
High
most
jump.
consistent defender we have in the team. But I don't trust him in the back four because he will get exposed.
Nah,
And he
nah,
got
my
exposed
man.
today.
He said, "Hi."
He will. So now, if teacher wants to play back four now, he has to play Christensen and Thiago Silva and put Rudiger on the bench. That's what the problem is. That's what the issue is. Or he has to switch Rudiger back to right back and tell him to play right back. That's the only thing he could do.
Rudiger as a right back.
Yeah, he could do. Yeah, he played that in Roma. He played that in Roma. He played that in Stuttgart. He did. Yeah, he played right back in Roma. He played that in Stuttgart.
Well, look,
That's interesting.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing he can do. There's
these
nothing he can do
injuries,
anymore. I don't know.
these injuries have exposed the fact that the whole idea that we have the strongest squad depth
It's a
is
lie.
really a myth because my whole thing is this: squad depth isn't just in having numbers; it's also having a second string that's just as good as your first string.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, today's game has shown that our second string, they're not that good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the team that played today, this performance, is the
Mm-hmm.
type of performance you play when you have like a cup tie against Shrewsbury Town
Mm-hmm.
or Gillingham.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you play the way we played today. Like Emmy said, if we play like this against West Ham,
There's smoke.
we're going to
I
drop
think
points.
guys,
We were
wait,
lucky
the
not
issue
to
with
drop
it is
points today.
the issue with it is I think the Western match is Western play with a counter-attacking team, and we are finding it difficult in breaking down counter-attacking team. That is where I would have to teach John Henry his money, like what Blas always say. As a manager, you have to earn your money. He
And
has to earn his money
but
against West
high
Ham.
jump, Oga high jump is here. Blue Eyes.
So he said he has to
Blue
earn his
Eyes.
money.
What Blue Eyes told you, Abdullah, and you disagreed. It seems like it's bearing fruition. That Manchester United game, even the Burnley game, which still makes me like vexed, is going to serve as a blueprint moving forward.
Yeah.
Even teams that maybe prior to those two games I just mentioned would have been inclined to come out and play openly against us, they're going to say, wait a minute, if there's a chance we could possibly nick a win or draw, then let's just play defensive. Because even as look, Watford really, I feel bad for them because they should be proud of themselves. It's just unfortunate that we took the 3 points. Because look, okay, Marcus Alonso, the only two positive things he did today. He played the ball to Havertz, and then Havertz squared it across for Mason Mount. And then with the second goal, he headed the ball to Mason Mount, and Mason Mount squared it across from Ziyech. But aside from that, he was a liability the whole game. It's almost like we played with 9 men. You know, one.
Who?
Yeah, I agree.
It's almost.
I agree with this comment.
Oh, Alonso. Oh, sorry. Yeah, continue.
And then I already spoke about Havertz being too passive. Just because a player, like, and this is for Abdullah, just because a player comes alive when you score doesn't mean they weren't shit.
Yeah.
You know, Havertz was really poor this game.
Not only him, everybody was fun. I agree.
It was poo-poo.
You know, our best player was Mason Mount.
Everybody was poor. And Mason Mount too didn't even. It was everybody was poor. Everybody was poor. Nobody in that Chelsea team can beat their chest and say I had a 6/10. That's how bad they were.
I would say Mendy. He saved us a lot today. You know that, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those shots.
If
man,
you guys,
those guys were lighting up the post, man. They were lighting up the post.
If you guys remember Bakayoko in 2017 when we lost 4-1 to Watford. No, under Sarri. Was it under Sarri?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he
got
sent off
to Watford.
He got sent off.
He came on at halftime, and in 5 minutes, he misplaced the ball like 10 times, picked up 2 yellows, and got sent off. In my head right now, I'm trying to figure out which is a worse cameo. Saul Niguez today or that Bakayoko performance, because if you complete seven out of 45 passes,
unbelievable.
That's abysmal.
Unbelievable.
Like, what are you doing? What were you doing on the pitch? You may as well have donned the Watford jersey and ran the opposite way and played against us, because that shows you were passing to them. You know, 45 minus 7 is what? 38. That's 38 passes that you gave to Watford. So look, and my only thing is this: why doesn't Ekong play like this in a Nigerian jersey? But I digress.
I'm not speaking about that. Gabriel, give me your take on the match, because this match is like what you always interface into is like paper over crack. Just paper everything. Just to get the win.
Yeah.
Win is, I don't care how you play. Mine is just to get the 3 points. And I think so many players today deserve criticism. From the central back to the midfielder and to the striker. Even Mason Mount deserve criticism.
Whoa.
Yes.
And NK, I can't wait to hear your opinion on the game, NK.
In as much as
because you said NK said we played well, and I'm
Anyways,
like,
why
are you optimistic?
let me. Well, I'll be honest with you. This is the definition of what you call a smash and grab.
Smashed it and grabbed it.
Yeah, and it's unlike Chelsea to be in that position to smash and grab. Normally, it's teams that come and smash and grab from us. So I want to give Ranieri a lot of credit. Ima, I don't call him Emmanuel Dennis. I call him Ima. Ima is a badass. If if that guy doesn't play for Nigeria,
it's not the coach anymore.
Oh, good. If Emmanuel play, if he doesn't start for Nigeria in January,
there's an issue.
There's an issue. But anyways, you know what? Watford played a masterclass
And
in a,
thanks to Mendy. Thanks to
in a
Mendy.
losing bid. You know why? That strategy, I don't know what it is. I think I heard me say 4-1-4-1, but
4-1-4-1, yeah.
the eye test is it was more of a diamond. And I hear you guys saying our midfield was useless. True. But you got to give Watford a lot of credit because what? They played outside our midfield. That's what you call tactical arrangement. They made sure they took the ball away from our midfielders.
They were pressing from minute 1 to minute 90.
Yeah, but the pressing were from the wings, like you guys were saying. They pressed the guys on the wings, the Alonsos and the what's the other guy that played on the wing? Aspie.
But they had more joy.
They had more joy on the wing. So our midfielders were.
I wonder why.
Our midfielders were in no man's land. They were not. Saul was useless. Man, this boy, Loftus Cheek, man. Yo,
he gave away the ball that led to the goal.
No, not even that giveaway. That giveaway could have happened to anybody. J5 he gave away a ball the other day. But my problem is there are certain tactical nuggets that a number 8 is supposed to display when you're playing in an ugly. Because you know why I love this game? It was kind of like Amy always says, this was bombing. This was the bombing of these boys because we needed to be roughed up. We're too soft. We're too soft.
But Blue Eyes, can I ask you something? Right?
Yes, please. Yes.
I think Loftus Cheek actually does better in a midfield 3 versus a midfield 2.
No, but
yes, he does.
He's not.
No, that's a fact. No, but that's factual. He's not a midfielder that actually tries midfield.
If that's
unfortunately, he has to play, right? Unfortunately, he has to play somehow.
Yeah, but the problem is if we keep looking at our players like that, that's the reason why this guy is blossoming at this time. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh, he's not a wing back. Oh, he's not a this. He's not a that. Listen. For what's his name? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He needs a shirt. He needs to play. So even if you play him in a 2, he has to perform. And the problem with Ruben Loftus-Cheek is if you don't press at him, he and what's his name, Kovacic, they are useless.
Kovacic.
If you don't press at Ruben, he has nothing to run away from. The maze.
Are you saying that he can't progress the ball by passing the ball forward?
That's what I've been always advocating for. I need Loftus-Cheek to have the first touch before the run. Because you know what that
gives you the ability to open the field.
No, not only that. When you do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times, guess what happens? Your opponents start running at you, so it opens up. So what you do is you attract the press.
Correct.
That's why you're attack. That's why you're a good 8. If you like what's his name? This guy is a good 8 or 8/10. Modric will ping, and he's waiting for you to come. If you don't come, he will punish you. If you don't, same thing as Cruz. If you don't come, he will punish you. Don't come and defend me. I'll punish you.
Modric is world class.
No, I'm saying, I'm not trying to compare him to Modric, but I'm trying to say if you want to succeed in that number 8 position.
Sorry.
The 8 we were talking about, like what my brother was saying today, the 8 we were talking about where Kai Havertz was playing more because if you look at him, he didn't score goals, but we can see what he was doing in the team. The defender was not the defender.
Kai Havertz can't play 8.
No.
Yeah, he played it today.
Kai Havertz was 8 today, but this guy was
8 today.
Yeah, he was it today.
He played 8 when Lukaku came in, right?
Yeah,
after Lukaku came in.
That was when Lukaku. Well, he started the game as a false 9, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, for me, it's time for Tuchel. This is when I want to see us. Man, Chelsea, we have a long way to go. I doubt this our championship bid. If we cannot produce goal scoring opportunities from deep, we got a problem. And I look at our entire midfield, tactically bankrupt.
Oh, not again.
No, it's flat. This is what you call lukewarmness.
That's the truth. Our midfield is like a bottle of Faygo when you come back.
Are you talking about our first? Are you talking about the midfield that played today, or are you talking about our midfield in general?
Of course, it was
today.
horrible.
Today.
Okay, today. Today was. Yeah, okay.
NK, but we have to talk. That's the thing. That's the point I'm making. we have to talk about the midfield that played.
Let me finish. So as I was saying, and then we talk about the front three. Pulisic, man. I give him credit for being defensive, but he had nothing to provide up front, which was terrible. Alonso was garbage, but I give him credit for one thing. You see that peel away that thing that Marvelous was talking about, that peel away.
Thank
that
you.
thing was
That led to the first goal.
Listen, I will give him 10 over 10 for that, even though he had a shitty game, because a lot of our players are not, that IQ is lacking. That peel away is money, because you know why? You evaded the offside trap. That's how I know that's how I know intelligent players. Being able to manage the offside call and knowing when to dodge and no dodge. The way he peeled away was just cash.
Thank you, Blue Eyes.
He did the same to us in the second half. And
he did it in the second half too.
The second half for that goal. It was cash. The way he peeled away. Listen, even the referee almost started clapping for that peel away. So that was good. Mason Mount had you know what? This is one of the first, even though Mason Mount, I've been hating on Mason Mount, but today, if Mason Mount can give me these kind of games where he doesn't have to work too hard.
It didn't work too hard today.
He didn't work too hard, but
he played well. You guys can't tell me.
He played well.
Yeah, you guys can't tell me there's no player there that could.
He played well.
I said he was the best player for us.
Yeah. He must have been. Listen, the reason why
compliment. I know what you mean, Marvelous. Still, I know you.
The reason why people can't shine the light on Mason Mount is because they don't see him running 100 meters all over.
Exactly.
He was picking and choosing. You know what I loved about Mason today?
And Ekong almost killed him today. What
I really liked about Mason today is he was picking and choosing his battles. That's the definition of growth. Now he's gone from first year university to second year. That's the transition. He was picking and choosing his battles. I'm not sure if it was because of the formula that
he said in the first half, after the first half, that Tuchel sat everybody down on the seat and he was shouting at them. It's the first time ever under Tuchel that Tuchel gets mad at every player. He doesn't get mad in the dressing room.
Why? He should have got mad earlier. You should have been mad.
He said, Tuchel said, I repeat what Martin said. He said, this is the first time under Tuchel that he have seen Thomas Tuchel get massively angry to every player.
Listen, Ranieri is a genius. So now I respect. Now I see why Leicester won that EPL in 2016.
Did you guys hear Ranieri at the 40th minute screaming his lungs out, shouting press like 10,000
other teams? If I were other teams, I'll study what Ranieri did, because that diamond is crazy, man. That diamond stretch, open up our midfield like a violin.
We are lucky today. You know why? Because they don't have Ismail Assar today. If they have Ismail
Assar, they didn't need Ismail Assar. They didn't need Ismail Assar today, sir.
They needed him. Also was crap.
Well, Ismail Assar is their most clinical.
Yeah, but we
player.
would have been able to. Because Ismail Assar is predictable, so we would have been able. We're very good with predictable players. That's why against Chiesa, Chiesa didn't even see his period in that game against Juventus.
In the second leg,
he was looking for his period throughout 90 minutes.
That was the reason.
No, I'm telling you, this is his period, man. This is menses. So the bottom line is, for me personally, I am so excited for this game today, because we needed to be beaten up and gragrad up, and physically our team were too soft. We have the IQ, but we don't have the gragra. Look how hard they were bouncing this guy around like a basketball. Pulisic.
They fouled him to death.
To death, my brother. To death. So all in all, you know what? These are the kind of games that say to me there's hope, because it's the games that are ugly that we're able to steal 3 points from. Those are the ones that that matter the most.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Those are the ones that matter the most. Trust me, I was cursing and shouting and cursing everybody when I was watching the game. You think we're losing, but now I feel better because, hindsight. So yeah, congratulations to the boys. Everybody was average. Everybody was average except maybe Mason Mount.
Talk about Hakim Ziyech. Come on today.
No, that's the way to use Hakim Ziyech. He's not a 90 minutes. Obviously, he's not a 90 minutes player. It looks like he's a guy that can come in when everybody's down and you don't know what to do with him, and then he can do magic. That goal was a badass goal. I got to give him credit for that. That goal was a one touch finish, and then Mason Mount being able to find him as well too.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know against West Ham, man. Against West Ham, I fear, and this is against Declan Rice. This is Declan Rice's audition. Oh, finally, bye, Saul. We won't miss you, bro. Thank you. I'm done.
Wait, like, the way you talk about Saul makes me laugh.
Bye, Saul. We won't miss you, my brother. I felt sorry for him when he was playing, but I'm like, bye, man. Come on, bro. You can't be playing with 2 left feet, man. Nah. But you know what? You know what made me happy? It's just to shut these La Liga merchants up. You come to the EPL, you're gonna get drawn. You're gonna get right to the ground. You think you're gonna come to the EPL and be playing Selense ball? If you want to play Selense, you have to have the IQ to play Selense. Saul is. I don't think he's cut for the EPL, man. I don't know. But yeah, thanks. I'm done, man.
Enke, give me your take on the overall match.
Let me clarify, because Marvelous is already remembering things I said. So let me clarify a few things. Number one, when I say we play well, let me adjust that. I said on HH's stream before, nice win. And what I mean by that is we shouldn't have won this game, but we got it. We got a dub. Now, I know you guys want to analyze, and I get it. But the fact of the matter is we were this, and this is, and I compare this to the United game.
Mm-hmm.
Give credit to Watford. You see what I mean? Because they actually played, and and the midfield was creating. Whereas, the United, but that's in the past. There were a lot of average players there. Saul, I don't want to see him again. In a Chelsea shirt. I don't. I'm sorry. 7 out of 45 passes in the first half is unacceptable. I'm sorry. If you're a youth player that just came into the pitch, or a guy that's past his prime, there's no excuse for that. I'm so sorry. 7 out of 45, no. So, I mean, I don't know how to really go about this game. We were meh. And when Lukaku comes on, I mean, we can't play football. I'm so sorry. When Lukaku came onto the pitch, and to be fair, we scored. After that, we couldn't string together 5 passes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And what I will give Loftus-Cheek credit is, although these guys won't do it, there were times in the game where he got the ball and he drew that foul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you need sometimes
to break the pressure, because we won't do.
That's true.
The pressure.
Yeah, because we were not going to score another goal based on, because every time we played it long, it would go over Lukaku's head back to the Watford player. It was crazy. Like Lukaku comes on the pitch, we can't play football. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know the play. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No.
Blue Eyes is the truth. When Lukaku comes on,
true, because
we can't
when Lukaku
shoot
came
together
on,
5 passes.
I expected the player to like give him, let him hold on to
No.
the ball as a striker, bringing players in. But the issue with it is our wingers who plays beside them, Romelu Lukaku, are doing more of a defensive work. Now you are forcing.
They're actually not wingers though. They're actually 2 number 10s, right? That play behind them. Mm-hmm. I think when Lukaku came, we switched to 3-4-1-2 with Habibi Ziyech in the middle, and then you had Havertz and Lukaku up front.
Yeah. I think it could try that against West Ham. It could play about
they better learn how to.
I don't think so. You know why?
Mm-hmm. I need Lukaku to start against West Ham.
Yeah, I think he'll start. Because I think so.
No, we don't need that.
That's potential suicide.
West Ham is too physical.
No, that's what Zuma wants. That's what Obona wants. Those guys, that's what they want. They want big men so that they can, they don't want somebody like Havertz, like Ramos. They don't want people running around like Tom and Jerry. For those that know that show.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead, Enki. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, when Lukaku came on, no, that wasn't it. And people, I get it. There's a Loftus-Cheek brigade out right now, man. I get it, but when you're playing with Saul, there's only so much you could do, man. So I mean, I'll say it was mediocre performance, but we got a dub, man. We move. We got to obviously dust up a few things. Alonso, for what he provided, which I give him credit for, he still ain't it, man. I'm sorry. Emmanuel Dennis, man. Emmanuel Dennis. And Blue Eyes was saying that. Blue Eyes was saying his name before it was fashionable. He was saying this guy could play.
Yeah. Exactly.
guy
When I
can
said
play
it, you
now.
guys went exactly.
The guy can play now. Let's not lie. The guy can
Yo,
play.
you
Like,
see how he shook those? You see that shake and bake?
yeah,
That
man. And he
shake and
wasn't even
bake.
playing. He
But
wasn't even playing from the middle.
Ogbonna is
that
out.
boy learned
Ogbonna is
that
out.
boy learned
Oh, Bona
that
is
boy
out.
learned
Okay.
football.
That was Silva's
That boy,
Yeah, the guy can
that
play.
Dennis boy, the boy
Emma,
learned football on the streets, man.
that
He
boy,
learned
eh,
football
God
on
will
the
bless him.
streets.
You see, that's the definition
Two
of
moves.
Kai should go and learn false nine from Emma. That's how to play
Guys,
false
like the
nine.
beat. Guys, let's get to 20 likes, guys. Like that beat.
Let's get
Like,
to 20 likes,
guys.
guys. Like and subscribe. Come
Like,
on,
Like,
guys.
like,
like,
my
like,
people.
like, like,
Guys,
like,
come
like,
on.
like,
Let's
like.
get those likes up, please.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean,
It's
what
free.
more
It's
to say?
free to like the video. It's free.
It's
It's
free
You
free.
to
can
like.
send it
It's
to
free, man.
your sister, your girlfriend, your
Please
fiancé, your Ali.
forward this stream. Let's
Your,
talk.
your Ali.
Let's
Continue.
congregate in this community and talk, please. Like.
Yeah, man. But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we got the dub. You know, City and Liverpool won, so we needed to win, regardless of the performance. If we played well and we drew, that wasn't doing anything. So we got the win. We move on to West
Even
Ham.
City struggles against Aston Villa today. What's their match? They struggle today.
We move,
Even
man.
if
We
they
just
won.
move. We just move. We just move. We just
Did
move.
Grealish play?
Yeah, he came on.
He came on, yeah. They apparently there was a few boosts, which doesn't make any sense. But you know, I'll leave it.
They
I'll leave
got
it to
they
that,
got
man.
100 million. Why are they booing?
Yeah, exactly, man. Save them from relegation, but it's fine. You know how fans are. Anyway, you know, we move. Ablai, we move.
And also today, NK, you didn't talk about the Dwight Mendy today.
I mean, listen, man, is with Edward Mendy, man. I'm trying to think of the way to say it. This is standard. This is his standard game. This is standard for him. So he and Mason are the only two guys in my eyes, and Thiago Silva as well, actually, when he came on. Could go in my eyes and say, yeah, we played all right. The rest,
We're gonna
man,
need Mendy a lot in the West Ham match. We're gonna need him a lot to be up for it a lot.
Christensen and Aspi, I don't know if I don't know. I feel like, and maybe even to a degree, Saul, I think you guys need to be ready, man. You're gonna get called upon. You guys need to step out and be ready to play.
No, the reason Christensen has been playing this recently is because of his contract situation. It's not been sorted out yet, so that is been the problem with him not playing recently. Now that he plays,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, these guys weren't ready to play, and it looked like it.
Yeah,
it looked like it. Aspi wasn't ready. Christensen wasn't ready. Saul definitely wasn't
ready. They
ready.
offered Aspilicueta in new contract. They rejected it. So I don't know.
So you know, I mean, they weren't ready, man. But it is. We move onwards to the next game, man.
So let me ask Blue Eyes this before I come to Enkidons. Blue Eyes.
Yes.
Listening to what Richard said now, there is a hint you may play back for. Who do you go for in the back for? With the injury crisis going on.
I will go with this guy, Thiago and Rudiger. If Rudiger wants a contract that reflects the salary that he's looking for, he's got to be able to operate in a back two.
Amen.
He has to. If you cannot operate in a back two, then why are you asking for 300,000 a week so that you can play back three all through your life? Nah, man. We need a defender. We need defenders that are versatile. Look at this young man Chalobah. They're dragging him all over. He's playing every position, no complaining, with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
So Rudiger, your comfort level might be back three, but it would be nice to see you in a back two. So for me, my choice would be that back two would be Rudiger, Thiago. For me, if that answers your question.
Right back and left back, because now no Chilwell. Will you toss Alonso in the left back or no?
I do. Even if they score us against him, at least he can look at what he did today. That thing he did today is going. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Gladiator. What you do today? Well, echoing I can't remember how this guy said it. Russell Crowe. But yeah, that peel away is going to echo for a long time. So yeah, you know those things are what you can hang your hat on with Alonso. I don't know if he's going to play against West Ham though. I don't know.
I don't think so, because the way West Ham play, they will hurt us a lot if Alonso
Exactly.
They will hurt us. And also can hurt them too going forward.
No, West Ham, they don't actually. Benrahma is different in his own way, but they don't have a player like Emmanuel Dennis. I'm talking instant
maybe Benrahma.
problem. Maybe Benrahma, that's it. But Antonio is more
they have
of a
Jared
centre-back issue.
Bowen. You know that they have Bowen.
Yeah, but you guys remember that game, right? With Lampard, that game was ugly, man.
Bro, that 3-2 game.
Yeah, that game was ugly.
Willian gave us a shot, man.
They ate Rudiger and Alonso alive
Christensen.
on their second and third goals.
Yeah.
On the
That's when I
Lampard
was.
when they
And,
beat
That's
us
when
and
I was
in
Zuma will
ready
be
for
2.
Rudiger to leave, man. I
Zuma will
was
be
ready for Rudiger
motivated
to
to play
leave.
against us. You know that because it's his former club.
Who?
So Zuma will be motivated to play against us because it's his former club. So
Zuma is food, man. Zuma is food.
and also see, like I said, Edward Mendy will be our survivor on Saturday. He will be the key.
I hope he's not injured. That boy, God
No,
will
he's not
bless him
injured.
for me, man. What that guy brings to the table, I haven't seen, man. That boy, God will bless him for
Look
me.
at the way he sweep the ball. Look at that
I'm
sweeper.
telling you.
Look at the way he run
I'm
out of the
telling you,
post to
man.
sweep the ball
And
away.
you see how that guy is so plugged in. He knew that if he touched that ball, it's a penalty. You see
The
how
red
he
card,
dodged,
red.
yeah, red. You see how he dodged the ball.
Yeah.
That was a defender's tackle. That was a number 5 tackle.
Brave.
Yeah, very brave, very brave, very brave, man.
And he
Very
was
brave.
very brave and risky and brave.
When I saw Tuku today, and I could read in his, this is me being critical. When I looked at Tuku's face today, Tuku, you can tell Tuku is like, oh boy, I hope I know what I signed for, man. EPL in December.
It's
In
This
serious.
is his
war.
first time in
It's
December.
serious. It's war, man.
Time.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
It
Yeah,
ain't
this is his
easy.
first time, though. This is his first time.
His
Not easy, man.
Vicarage
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Road,
it's his first time. Yeah, it ain't easy, man.
Vicarage Road is crazy, man.
You
Yo,
think you
man,
can come here and do all these
Nah.
little things, little tweet? There's games
That's why I
coming
said,
daily.
even if Ragnick is good at Germany, in EPL, he will struggle in EPL.
Oh, he has to struggle. He got to struggle. And guys, I don't want to sound bad. Please don't judge me with this, but because that health issue with the fan
Yeah.
is what saved us. So
Yes,
that break,
yes,
that break,
it is.
yeah,
that
that break.
break saved us because those guys were at least going to get one early goal
Yeah.
or forced us to at least. They would have been 1-1 early.
Trevor cleared the ball off the line.
Yes, he
early.
did. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Early.
Trevor Chalobah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that thing that happened kind of took the steam and the sting off the Watford boys. And yes, this guy Marvelous has a very very important.
Guess who brought
Who?
the referee's attention to the fan?
Marcus Alonso.
Go, Alonso.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, Alonso. And Marvelous brings a good point. Ekong was a monster today, through Ekong. But why doesn't he play like this? I don't know. That's a good question. Is it a coaching thing or I don't know. Is it just tactical absence?
You want me
I
to
don't
talk
know what
about
it is.
Nigeria, and I don't want to.
Sorry?
And I don't want to talk about Nigeria. And I've been telling
Okay,
you.
it's okay.
I
Hey
don't
man,
want
AFCON is coming. We're 1 week away, so be ready.
I have no choice now. Do I have any choice?
You better start packaging your shows
I
for
have no
AFCON
choice.
now.
I don't have any choice, bro. I don't have any choice.
You gotta go find your soundtrack, man. Go and find your soundtrack.
I'm working on it already. I'm working
Okay,
on it.
good,
We should
good,
be ready by ending of this December.
Good. You can use the Okocha one. Okocha.
No, I'm using the 2019 AFCON. Is a go.
Okay, there you go. That works.
Oh yeah,
That
Naira
works.
Mali.
Naira Marley.
Yeah, Naira
I'm
Marley,
using
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Wizkid for shutting
Because
down.
I wanted to
O2.
use
Shut down the O2, man.
Yeah, shutting
wanted
down
to
that O2
use-
arena,
I've seen
man.
the
That was a
clips,
record.
crazy.
Look,
Man.
let me say something.
Shout
really
out to
quickly.
Wizzy Baba, man.
Let me
Bad
say
boy
let me
Wizzy.
say something really quickly.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
I have a question because a lot of my female friends they hit me up. They went to Wizkid's show in New York, and they were like, his show in New York was like haphazard. He didn't really do anything special. He performed his set, and that was it. But in the UK, he's like pulling international acts. He
Yeah,
has
Chris
Chris
Brown was
Brown
there.
opening for him. He has Skepta. Like, why is he prioritizing the UK?
I'm not saying anything, man, but the Nigerian diaspora in England, man, is different, man.
Done.
It's different.
That's what I gotta say. Guess what? Marvelous. People traveled from Lagos just
To
for the
watch him.
weekend for that concert.
Yeah, to watch him.
Just to watch him, yeah. And that proximity between Nigeria and back home, basically anywhere in Africa, it comes in handy. I know guys that go back to Nigeria for weekend from the UK.
Yeah.
You get a ticket for £100, £200, you're gone.
Look, let me tell you guys something wild. There are people who go to the UK on a weekly basis just to buy pizza, and then they go back to Nigeria on a weekly basis that I know.
That's not fair. They have to be
That's
checked.
insane.
They have to be. Anyways, you know what? Eat your money. You can never hate on anybody eating their money, man. Eat your money.
Oh, wow.
Anybody that will enter plane to go and buy pizza, eh?
No comment.
Yeah,
No
I
comment.
can't tell you
No
what you could do with
comments,
your
exactly.
money. I can't tell you what you could do with your money, but that
I
ain't me.
can't.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Eat your money. But shout out to Wizzy, man. Yo, shout out to Afrobeat, man. I'm telling you, all of them. I don't know.
Nigeria is moving. Nigeria is moving.
Yo, it's crazy, man.
Mhm.
It's crazy. And the government is, this is a reflection of the potential that Africa can bring to the world. Huge potential.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out. Go. Let's talk football.
So also I'm
Let's
looking
talk
at. Let's talk football. Let's talk
Yeah,
football.
let's talk football. Afrobeat
Yeah,
will
man.
always stay, man.
Looking
My
at-
favorite. Yeah, go ahead.
Ebra is looking at the table now. How happy
Yes.
at least just being top of the table.
I'm very happy. I did not want to start December 3rd. First
Me too.
First December to be 3rd. God, try. That's in paying me. First
Me
day
too.
of the month.
You see, when Ziyech called, I was shouting, Habibi!
That goal.
I was
said, God bless-
shouting, Habibi! My mom was like, who is Habibi? I was shouting Habibi.
Yo, guys, I'm telling you, I don't know how we're going to survive this season. No?
But
I'm
Hakim
telling you,
is speaking of form, though. He's speaking of form.
I think we need to make one acquisition in January.
Left back.
left
back.
Yeah.
Look. This may sound. I hope this doesn't sound crazy, and I hope I'm not the only one that believes this.
Mm.
In addition to a left back,
Mm-hmm.
we
Striker.
also need a midfielder.
God bless you.
Okay.
Of course we do.
Ship Sao Niguez away
Back. Yeah.
and get
I
a
always said
workhorse
we-
mode midfielder. A
I
workhorse.
think no. I think based on what I'm hearing is the wages that Saúl Niguez
That's
is
good.
getting in Chelsea is 50-50 because it depends on if Atletico wants him back. If Atletico doesn't want him back, we are schooled up till this summer. He can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
he can't
that's
go anywhere
That's
because
true.
the
He can't go
contract
anywhere.
The
that he
contract
signed,
was
yeah.
a year,
Mhm.
unless
Yeah, it was a year, and
Atletico
I'm
Unless Atletico
so
wants
glad. I'm so glad we didn't have the obligation to buy. It's just an option to buy, right? So, and we have the ability to actually send him back in May. So he's just gonna be there. I'm sorry for the guy because
Me
the guy
too.
has really fallen off. This someone that was what I think Man U wanted to buy him. I think
Did
3 or 4
do you
seasons
guys
ago for
remember his
86 million.
Do you guys remember his performances against Bayern, Liverpool?
Yeah.
He used to
In the
actually
Champions
put in,
League.
he
He's a
used to
monster,
actually
he was-
put in
yeah.
pain, but I
Exactly.
don't know what
The
happened.
guy was just so good in that midfield too with him and Koke. They were so good
Yeah.
together. All of a sudden,
with Partey,
I
right?
don't know.
Partey sometimes.
Partey,
Yeah, Partey sometimes, yeah. And then he's the one that is licensed to go forward. I don't know what happened to him along. Like
No,
he just
EPL no go give you space, my brother, man.
yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the EPL, the EPL part of the whole thing, but the way the guy has fallen off from almost being because he was tier 1. People were even calling him, man, this guy is one of the best central midfielders in the world, bro.
Very true.
The
very
way he
true.
has dropped, man.
Because
it's
guys,
serious.
because when people talk about Ragni coming out, and I look at Ragni a lot because this is EPL, it's not Bundesliga, and this is not French league. You will suffer in EPL. You have to be smart and intelligent.
Abdullah, man. You're obsessed with Ragnick, man.
I'm not obsessed. I'm being factual.
Anything you know what it is. You know what it is, Marvelous.
He's going at Man U fans.
These
I know him.
these Man U fans are an
They
Abdullah,
need to be
man. It's war.
humbled.
It's war.
We're at
Abdullah is
war.
always
Me and
fighting.
them are at war.
You against the wall.
Yeah, man.
I'm at war.
Don't worry, Abdullah. I see you, man. I see you.
We're at war, no. Somebody out of 2 of us, one more success, one more fail. We're at war. It's 2 now. I told them already. It's
You know what?
Welcome to the
Chelsea fans, they have very short-term memory. Chelsea fans have forgotten that in most of our EPL winning campaigns, that games like this, we had a lot of games like this. It happened. Like there were actually more of these games than there were the good games that
That's
we think
true.
were good games.
That's true.
People totally forgot, man. And you can, if you start counting them, think about all of our winning years that you remember, and then think about the composition of that season and the mixture of the games. We went through a lot of battles I was so happy for this game. I
Barring
was
0405. 0405.
Yeah, we ran. Yeah, exactly. We
Yeah.
steamrolled. We steamrolled teams. That's a good point. We steamrolled teams. But man, I was so happy for today, man, because I find became too soft. Just because the IQ was kicking, we had our IQ cooking. Too soft. So I guess. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Tuchel, what do you think Tuchel does now against West Ham? It's too soon. The West Ham is on Saturday.
Yeah.
He has another injury issue today, and
Yeah.
he has no player coming back on Saturday. Nobody's coming back. So what?
I don't want to see Malang Sarr in a Chelsea jersey.
No, he's not going to play that game. I tell you, this is what I would suggest that he does.
I think with what I've seen with Tuchel, I don't want him to do it, but eventually, Oga, you have to accept this. Like what Blas always say. When a player is being played, it's not his best position, we know. But when you ask to do the job, you have to do it.
All I'm saying is you could put him there all you want. If someone smokes him and concedes a goal and is the reason why we lose the game.
No. NK, don't say that. NK, look, hold on, NK. Did you see Pulisic? Pulisic sucked, but his defense was not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't bad. You know why? You can tell Pulisic didn't want to get to the bench.
Yes,
he's like, no, I don't want to get benched today, man. Come on, I go die. So that's
Pulisic is he's injury prone. After the West Ham game, you need to rest him for one game.
No, I'm giving him an example. I'm giving him an example of this guy being comfortable in wing back. What's his name?
But Pulisic is another player that I just pray he doesn't tear his hamstring again, because that guy, I'm scared when he makes those sprints. Like I'm like, geez, don't sprint. Like I'm actually very, very observant of, hey, don't sprint too fast, please. Just
that's the problem.
So like
that's the problem.
Cautious. Yeah, because if he plays as wing back, he has to sprint. He has to sprint a lot of times, right?
Well, he can. You have to.
How many times do you see Marcus Alonso sprinting?
No, he doesn't.
Alonso doesn't sprint. He has Rudiger behind him. He knows that there's Rudiger that has space that cover for him.
Alonso is a special.
Rudiger no Rudiger. He ain't sprinting, man. He ain't doing that.
He's not. No, Alonso doesn't sprint, but Alonso is a. I look at in our team. He's the contractor.
Yeah.
Think about a guy in a suit and a briefcase sitting on the bench, and it's called upon when that job is needed. Specialty contractor.
Against West Ham now.
No, it's true.
What do you mean? Blue,
did you really say he's a contractor?
He's a contractor.
What do you mean by that?
If you have a project where you need a left back to be functional, then you give him the contract. He's a contractor. It's like, think about federal government.
I don't know though, because if we play back four, like all our central defenders
are not back four, we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
No, but if we play our back four, then we're going to engage our midfield a lot better.
Yeah,
I think I used to be very, very protective of this back three, but I've seen that Tuchel. I don't think Tuchel Tuchel hasn't really. I don't think he's ultra dynamic yet. I think he's getting there.
But I think
because I don't think he trusts. He doesn't trust a lot of players if he changes system. And he's like, I know the guy is dragging his feet because he's like, because right now you don't have your best two central or your best three central midfielders, right? You don't have Jorginho, you don't have Kante, you don't have Kovacic, and without those three midfielders.
You can't play a three.
Our
you can't play a midfield three.
Yeah, we can't play that three. You can't play out from the back because guess what? When you try to play out from the back to help, because the way we play, right? The two guys, the two central midfielders are the connectors to the next level. Those two central midfielders help the wing backs to actually move up. Because once those two guys, either of them has the ball, the wing back on either side can actually move up the field, and then what's his name, Rudiger can actually be, or Rudiger or what's the other guy, Chalobah can be on the same level as them, and that gives them a 4, right? That gives them the ability to actually progress the ball any way they want to. But when we are pressed as a team, those guys already know what to do. So they spread themselves out and make the field wider. That way, before the team pressing us can cover the two of them at the same time, they would have passed the ball square back to Rudiger, back to the center back to Jorginho, and those guys will have run at least 10, 15, 20-meter sprints, right? That will tire them out, and that will now enable those wing backs to actually, who are hogging the touchline on either side, right? Those guys can receive the ball and now progress the ball forward. Now, the problem that we had today was our two central midfielders, as in Loftus-Cheek and what's the other guy, and Saul. Those guys are more. They are more of number 8s than actually number 6s. They don't have the attributes of number 6, like Jorginho, Kova, or Kante. That ability to actually be intelligent enough when you are being pressed to actually know how to, people don't know this, but Jorginho is a coach on the field. He actually knows when the opposition plays that tactics.
You see when he starts
and he's like,
his hands.
okay, yes, he starts flinging his hands and telling, hey, go here, go there, and then he talks to you. He tells you where you should go because he's telling you he tells you who is coming out for you, like and constantly he is just organizing the play. Jorginho is heaven to have, right? Unfortunately, he's not there today. Hopefully, they rest him today and he comes back on because we need him against West Ham. And then we can. When Jorginho is there, I'm okay to say, okay, play Loftus-Cheek along him because he'll tell Loftus-Cheek how to move and how to actually where he needs him to go and receive the ball.
Okay, so let's think about this: Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek versus Susek and Declan Rice.
That's actually a good matchup.
It matches up.
Because Jorginho is going to make those other two guys run. He's going to make them actually, because Jorginho
will send a message. Yeah,
he will increase. Jorginho has the ability to increase his speed of actually touching the ball and releasing the ball. Like he'll go back and get the ball again from wherever he gave it to. By the time he does it 5 or 7 times, the opposition midfielders will get tired, and then he will now say, okay, let me now face you guys. Juju is so intelligent. People need to just sit down and watch that boy. You get to understand. You get to understand a lot of things about how to play from.
Leave that comment. Leave that comment.
Yeah. As my dad would say, man, those are the type of guys, man. Him, I think back in the day, Lee Boyer was like that, man. If you're not
Lee
careful,
Boyer was a badass, man.
If you're not careful, man, you'll these players that are playing against them, they'll play for 10 minutes and they'll think it's an hour.
I mean,
if you're not careful.
I mean, no,
if you're not careful, it happens, man.
100%. Even 2 days ago, Tony Cruz said a player like Jorginho, you can only really appreciate him when you play against him.
No, you play with him.
You play with him and against him.
Well, Cruz said against him.
Against him.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. What did
you say against him and with him?
Yeah, 2 of them, yeah.
Okay. I'm curious to know, like, what he said against him. Like, what did he see? Because Cruz is a legend. Cruz is a world class.
Yeah, he's a legend of the game, man.
Yeah, he's a legend. I'm curious to know why he thinks
he's probably J5 is probably what this, because I think with basketball it's 5 players.
Yeah,
so you can see, but J5 is CP3. That's what J5 is.
You know what the agent of
he is.
Do you know what he said today?
But with basketball, you can still see it, even though it's the stats wise, it might not show.
After next year, June, he only has 1 more year in his contract. So they asked his agent today. His agent is they will speak to Ganaskia when it is January or February about J5 contract. So he said he doesn't know anything. All direction has to go to Mangana Ganaskia, but he said he doesn't think Jorginho will renew the Chelsea contract, but everything has to go to Magana Ganaskia.
Hey guys, I hope we are starting to see the value. I hope we're starting to see the value of what Declan Rice could be in this midfield.
I see it. I don't know about these other guys, man, but I see it, man.
No comment.
Exactly. Yeah, no comment. Like especially today.
Yeah, man.
In a game like today, in a game like the one against Man U, where we lack teeth in the midfield, man.
I think that's why they are bringing Tchouaméni though. Tchouaméni deal is almost done. The
Heavy
guy,
big show.
the Tchouaméni deal is almost done. So I think Juventus have pulled
How?
out
Here
of the
we go.
race
Here
because
we
they don't
go.
have
How?
money.
How's
Here
that
we
deal
go.
almost done? This is the same thing you said that they're just gonna Kunde is done. They just want to announce it. That's what you said to
No,
me.
Kunde was Sevilla. Sevilla was just they were just
Blue
being
eyes. The words
dumbass.
they were saying was imminent. Imminent. That's why. That's the
Imminent, yes, imminent.
exact English that I heard. Imminent. Emmy, I remember the English you used there. Don't worry.
You didn't remember
I'm
me.
lying.
Like,
You've been clipped.
I'm lying.
No
Maybe you can get away with saying things,
I'm
but
not
I remember
talking.
these
I'm not
things.
talking. I'm not there.
No, but
Yeah, but actually,
but
do you
the
think we're
Kunde,
signing Kunde?
yes, I think
No,
we'll
I
get
think if
Kunde.
Rudiger goes, we'll start Kunde.
I think we get Kunde because today's game also should
Okay, but
see.
so I'm lying saying
Rudiger was abused
You know.
today. They abused Rudiger today for field though. He was
Who
like he
abused
was
Rudiger?
yeah,
he was
Rudiger
dragged.
first
No,
off. Hey, shh.
like physically he was dragged all over the place, man. I didn't think he had a good game.
Oh no, you guys
No, it's true.
tired.
No, I'm
Now.
no.
That,
Like
do you
it's
know that's
okay
the
to
only
have a
guy
bad
that
game.
doesn't? Do you know that's the only guy that doesn't rotate out of our team?
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying. It's okay for him to have
playing
a bad game.
non-stop.
It's okay for him to have a
Yeah.
bad game.
So
I thought he had a terrible game.
Emmy and Blue Eyes. Now that
Yes.
I see that Pulisic started this game, all these guys started. Do you again think that he went for Timo Werner against United because of fitness more so than because it makes he's smart enough to know that he should have started Pulisic. So the fact that he didn't means to me that he was watching minutes because he realized that this time December is where the
thick and
apologize
fast.
for my language, shit hits the fan.
Yeah, shit is the fun. And
And
well,
the injuries already.
that's why Cho is starting against West Ham.
Oh,
Confirmed.
don't say that. Don't say that. No. I know what you're trying to do. Don't do
No,
that.
no. Cho, no. What? Why? So you think Cho got dropped because of form today? No, I don't think Cho got dropped because of form today.
To be fair,
And
he
the
started
way-
8 straight games, wasn't it? He
Right,
started
and
8
the
straight
way,
games
the
before.
way Watford was kicking our players was too much. It was too much.
Don't mind our players. That's why I was so happy. I was so happy with all that
Dogfight
kicking.
game.
Yeah, dogfight. Thank you.
It was kicking. They were too physical.
Yeah.
It's a man's game. Football's a man's game, man. Get ready. It's going to get worse.
Soft, man. I'm like, these boys are too peshempe, running around the place holding flowers, man. My goodness, man. This especially Pulisic, man. He's got to square up, man.
And Pulisic should have released that ball earlier to Havertz.
Yes.
Should have released that earlier. That would have been a goal. Should have released that earlier, man.
Yeah, man. We have our team is suspect, guys.
He
But
said
our team is suspect, but if we keep winning,
But,
I
guys,
don't mind.
but you know the funny part. Sometimes we don't need to play well to win matches.
Exactly.
These are the scenario when sometimes to be a Premier League champion, you have to go to the difficult situation. Just play normal, anyhow.
That's
Just
right.
Grind and win.
Grind the win out.
What the
God
fans
bless
will
you.
remember is we shall win. We
The
won't
3
play well, we
points.
shall win.
Absolutely, man.
We shall win.
No, me,
So
I
what
enjoy
if
I
you
enjoy
play
points
well
like this.
and you lose matches then?
That's
What's
the
gonna
worst.
happen? So we
Just
shall
like
play
against
well, but
Man
we
U,
don't
72% possession, and we still tied.
win. Exactly. We shall win. We don't play well, but we shall win. That's the
What
key.
was actually? Can you put up the stats again, Abdullah? I'm
I can
trying to
put
see
it up.
possession.
I can put it up.
Was
They
it
have more
equal?
possession than us. They have more
You
possession
see?
than us.
Oh
No,
yeah.
we had more possession than them.
No, did we? I thought we had 49.
This is the possession here. 71 pass accuracy.
No, the
Possession
possession is
was-
49%.
they had
Yeah,
the
they have
more.
more.
Yeah, they had more, so it's
They have
almost about the same. Even
51,
passes were
49.
wow. Yo, this is a badass team. Oh.
Damn, that's good. They play Man City on Saturday.
I don't know, man. We'll
That
see.
game
That
against
game,
Man City, they go have problem.
they'll have a problem, man.
Yeah.
City
Man
know how
City
to
Man City
play.
have to win their game.
Mhm.
City are the only team in the league where they can rely purely on IQ and still win. Chelsea can't do that, and
No, we
Liverpool
can't.
definitely can't do that.
Thank you.
Purely on IQ, City could go out there and win that game, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we'll see. West Ham will be tough, man. I love West Ham's team as well. They're my sort of team. So but you have to go out there and win. You have to go out there and win, man.
Yeah.
Now, because West Ham are full of hustlers, man. They hustle.
They hustle, man.
And guys, quick question. I've been and I think the question was asked today, and I can see the hints. Blue eyes.
Yes.
You just have Romelu Lukaku on Saturday or not?
No.
Nope. I'm not doing it.
Nope.
Why?
Not if
Why?
Now, did you see how he was dancing in the rain today? I've never seen that kind of dance move before, man.
So who do you play as the number 9?
Kai Havertz.
Verts, go out and ball again, man. Try and
Yeah.
ball.
I just put him in there as a false 9. Obviously, we're not getting the kind of goal product. And I'll bring Lukaku in later on in the second half. For me personally,
In what minute?
like 60th, 70th minute, depending on the outcome of the game at that time.
Whenever he's needed. Whenever he's needed.
Whenever he's needed, something
If
like
he's
that.
needed. If he is
Yeah.
needed.
Today he
So you
looked
won't start
so
with Melo
out of place.
Lukaku?
No, why?
I'm like,
If it's-
every time we played long, it didn't work.
No,
It didn't work.
No, see, I get that. Every time we play, it didn't work. But you have to question those players beside him, those making work, because everybody was
Either way,
defending.
Abdullah, no.
What is easy? What is
Abdullah
easier
is
to
always
do?
doing this thing. He's
Yeah,
always
Abdullah,
trying to blame
what
the
is easier
side
to do?
players.
I'm not
Yeah.
giving excuses.
No,
Everybody
but
was
Abdullah, what I'm saying is, what is it easier to do? Tell all these guys how to play with one man, or remove that one man and put a guy there that they know how to play with, and just make sure Lukaku gets with the program. Because this you guys are the way you guys are saying play Lukaku is like if he plays, it's guaranteed we're winning
We
against
should
West Ham.
have never signed Lukaku, man.
Hey.
Huh.
What's that thing you guys say? Relax. Mute your mic. Exactly.
Just
No,
no.
I'm making a factual point.
No, but
The
it is
guy-
a
look,
it's a
just mute your
political
mic, just
statement.
mute
That's
your
a
mic.
political statement.
Being
You cannot say that
being
after the
overly up.
fact.
No, I said that prior.
He said that.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. You can't say it after the fact. I know, I hear you.
But-
Marvelous.
but
I hear your
even
point.
like-
Your point is
But
granted.
he said,
Abdullah,
man, but he
Abdullah
said-
is holding out hope, and I know that there's still a long way to go until the end of the season. But this guy might not even hit 10
He's not touching.
goals.
He's not touching
He might
15.
not-
man. I'm like, he's definitely not touching 20. He's definitely not touching.
Abdullah said,
saying this
Abdullah
last 2 months ago. When I was saying
Abdullah said
15, you guys were
25.
laughing.
No, but Blue Eyes, you know me. I always
never
said
agreed
when
with you,
Haaland,
Blue Eyes,
when
bro.
people saying Haaland, I said he's not getting above 20. Not in this league. Not
But Nana,
I
remember when I said
never
Nana,
agreed
Nana,
with
when I said
15
15,
either.
yeah.
Nana,
When you said
Nana, when I said
15,
15,
yeah.
you guys were laughing at me.
I didn't
15.
agree with 15. He's gonna get
I know
10.
it's a stretch. It probably is a stretch, but yeah, the problem is that Lukaku,
And he
if wants
seems to have gained weight.
Oh,
and
my
you can
God.
tell he
Oh.
put the pressure on himself. You can see now he's all caged up. The only way Lukaku succeeds if he wants to play as a striker with Chelsea. This is my opinion. Or please, it's not. I'm not a coach. I've never been a coach. If he wants to succeed, is his stomach to the opponent's post, not his back to the post.
Yeah,
It's
he has
his
to
stomach.
face.
Face
He has
him.
to face the.
Thank you.
He has to
be
face
on
the
run.
opponent's face.
Thank you.
But that's another thing, right? Our midfield doesn't play the ball on the run.
I mean, you're my man. That's exactly why I said, when are we going to start creating from deep?
Yeah,
The
our
only player that
midfield
plays
does not
from deep
play.
is Matthew Kovacic. It's only Matthew Kovacic.
Yeah, our midfield plays ball to leg. Like they only play the ball
Thank
to
you.
the leg.
Thank
right?
you.
Not
And
into space.
that's so easy to defend, right?
Thank
I
Guess
said
what?
this, but I said this. Emmy, do it.
All I need to do is just pick up their forward players, make sure there's
Mhm.
someone on them every time,
Mhm.
and just.
I want to see something. You know what I want to see?
Just because they're not going to play over us.
I know what I want to see. I want to see us play on a counter, not a.
No, that's what. No, I'm not Blue. Sorry, I'm lying. That's what I'm saying. Lukaku on the counter attack.
I want to see that.
I'll say he might even be the best striker in football.
You know
But
why?
if you rely, if this face-up thing that he's doing, and teams won't even let us play counter-attack in football anyway, that's suicide.
Exactly.
So Lukaku's going to learn how to play. He has to learn how to play in this team. It's
I
a
think
simple.
can we do this thing against West Ham? I'm not sure if these players have the mentality to do it. Play West Ham on their game.
No,
Beat
we
them on the
cannot.
counter.
Because
We don't
if
have the personnel.
Yeah, we cannot do that. We have to, because you know what West Ham is. This is what I suspect West Ham will do. West Ham will just drown us. They will say, "Take possession and go."
Abdullah, how are
Why
we
you
going to play a team that will come like Blue Eyes just said? They're gonna come and let us have 70% possession. You can't play them on the counter. They're not there. Look, it's gonna be hot potato with the ball. If we get it and we try to give it to them, they'll just give it back to us.
Straight
They
up.
almost want to. They almost want to.
They'll just give it. Yeah, they want us to
exactly.
have the ball. So we can't play them at our game. We just have to break them down.
You know, and I don't think Tuchel is used to that kind of strategy. Like, here's the ball, Tuchel. Do what you show us what you can do.
But then it makes me question: weren't teams playing the low block against PSG in France, or were
No,
they
I don't
coming
think so.
out
No,
and trying to
no,
play against
no.
Either
PSG?
way,
Either way, guys.
agricultural science tax. It doesn't matter.
Weight
Either way,
loss instructor.
Weight loss instructor. Stomach to
Another
the post.
another resume.
SSB.
Congratulations, Blue Eyes. Another resume for you.
Thank you, my brother, man. My
it's
SSB,
hard
my
to
brother.
break low box down, man. It's hard. It ain't easy.
It's hard. It's
It's
hard to
hard.
break. No, but that wing strategy is amazing though, to break them down. That thing we did against Newcastle, that thing we did against Juventus, that was not a bad
Norwich.
idea.
Mhm.
And
and
Norwich,
and
yeah.
that's why what do all those three games have in common? Reece
False
James.
nine.
Reece
False
Reece
James,
nine.
false
James.
nine. Mhm.
Yeah.
No
Reece
Lukaku.
James,
No Lukaku.
Lukaku. Yeah.
No
No
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
No, because
That's
That's
it.
marvelous. No Lukaku.
when you ask yourself, like when you ask yourself, Man City, right?
Mm,
How come they're about to see they won last season without a striker? In fact, they've not really had a point striker. Aguero didn't really play, 2 seasons ago. He has not really been playing for the last 3 seasons, like regularly for Pep, right? So how is it that Pep is able to win this league without a striker? Like without a no striker. He at least he scored 70 goals in 38 games. 70 plus something. I think they broke the goals record, right? Did they?
mm,
They
mm.
did,
So
right?
almost like two goals a game.
Yeah,
Imagine.
they score. You see all these small teams who are struggling to beat. They hit those guys 4-0-5. You see what they will do to Watford now. Watford will reach 4. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
whip Watford. This
I know
Watford that
it's the
is doing
first game, but
gagra.
then Liverpool
They'll
slapped them
beat
5.
No.
slap for Watford.
Liverpool
Yeah,
they haven't
it
played
was,
Watford. They haven't
no,
played
they
Watford.
have, they have, they have. It was, I think it was
They
Ranieri's
they
first game,
have
dude, but they hit them.
it
They hit
was
them 5.
5-0.
They hit them
5-0.
5. They hit them
So
5.
what are you saying? So what I'm saying is just that all this we're the ones that are struggling against this team, and that's why, like what Blue Eye said, right? Are we sure we can actually push a title challenge? This because right now we are on the ropes, like we're pretty much on the ropes, and we are looking tired after 14
I'm
games,
telling you, man.
and we still have how many games to go? 12. And guess what? Liverpool and Man City. Liverpool and Man City are not slowing down. They're not going to lose games. They're not going to lose a lot of games, in
Well,
this season.
Liverpool,
Are we
hopefully by
going to take
January.
advantage of them? That's what, even if
Hopefully
they lose,
January.
we're going to take
Liverpool.
advantage. Even if they
We
lose,
don't have any. We can't take so exactly. Even
Oh
if they
Lord.
lose, we will take
Uh,
advantage. I
look,
don't think so.
look,
Right?
Abdullah is the type of person that you want on your side when things are falling apart. He always sees the silver lining. we're talking about how we're gonna struggle to break down teams in the low
Low
block
block.
December, January. And Abdullah is talking about Liverpool dropping points.
I'm praying for them and Man City to draw a point. Even if they draw a point,
They-
it just even
They're not
see
going
us.
to drop. They're not going to drop a lot
They're
of
too
points.
good. They're
The
too
way
good.
the way they play,
been in
the
this
way
game,
they
man.
play, the way
Yeah,
they
they've
play,
already played. They've
whenever
already
they
played
face
the
low
top
blocks,
6.
they're able to destroy those low blocks.
Yeah, they're going to destroy because they're going to cause those guys to come out, and they're going to find space to
Yeah.
get the ball into that
Liverpool.
space, and
No,
they are ruthless.
Liverpool's
Emmy,
issue is
Emmy and
when
Enke
they're
just
up.
wait,
Liverpool's issue is
wait,
actually when they're up. It's not breaking it down. It's when they're up.
wait. Didn't this same Man City lost to Crystal Palace?
Yes, because Crystal
Yeah.
Crystal
Palace
Palace did
played,
a low block.
and no, because Crystal Palace played an unconventional style, something that did not Vieira set that Crystal Palace of that day. This Pep didn't have an answer, and I think Pep also got a red. They had a red card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man City had a red card in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a red card. So
Yeah, they got back into the
So
game and
just-
someone got sent off.
Yeah.
yeah, they got sent off. Yeah, they got sent off. So
Okay.
it's
What of
yeah.
Southampton that they drew 0-0?
Yeah, but you could say that for us. We drew to Burnley.
It's,
lying.
it's like it's positive and negative when we look at
We
that.
drew to Burnley. I'm lying. We drew to Burnley. And we were and to be fair, thank God we broke Newcastle down. But it looked like for a large portion of that Newcastle game, it was going to be 0-0. It looked like for a large portion of that. Like game. It was going to be 0-0. Thank God we broke them down. But you know, I'm like, you can't deny the injury crisis right now, man.
It's too much. It's way too much.
It's too much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
too much.
too much.
Now
Much.
Chaluba, now the last picture I said Chaluba injury is serious. He says it's very serious, but that is worried for him because we play on Saturday 12:30 p.m. kickoff, early kickoff that he doesn't even know what to do. The injury is serious.
Yo, Chaloba, I think is out.
My
for
issue is
that's
if there's another
hamstring, yeah?
midfielder injured.
His hamstring injury, I feel his hamstring, yeah.
Yeah, hamstring, man. And he stepped into the
man.
midfield, man. This guy, Chalobah, man.
And I like
My
Chaluba.
goodness.
I'm glad that you're saying this thing to Odoi. It may not be a profile position.
No!
Just play it.
No.
Take
Just
the
play
role
for
and
the
run,
team.
man.
Play for the team, please.
Yeah,
Oh no,
take
you
the
play.
role
No,
and
but
run.
you guys
don't
acting
have
like
a
he's not
great
gonna. No, but you're acting like he's not gonna play for the team. He's gonna play. My issue is effectiveness. Is that
No,
going
it's
to
not about
win the game?
effectiveness. No, it's not about
Just
effectiveness.
now, we need the cover now. We
That's
need
it.
the cover.
It's like
Just
war.
please.
It's like war.
Please.
You said it's war.
No, it is. It is war, man. It's war, man.
We need a
I
cover
think
now.
go
Just
and
give us
do
that
what you
cover.
can, man. It's literally go and do what you can. I don't expect you to be Maradona when you go out there.
Please.
Just cover your role.
Yeah, just please.
I
Look
know.
at Pulisic today.
Look,
Pulisic was decent
It
defensively.
was this and defensive. Attacking was garbage.
He was garbage attacking. Yes, he was
Look,
garbage.
was
Blue eyes,
class A,
blue
class
eyes,
A.
blue
Yeah.
eyes. Listen,
to me, bro.
listen, blue eyes. Listen.
Yes.
You know what Watford did. You know what Watford did. You know what
Yeah.
Emmanuel Dennis did
Ima.
to Alonso. You know what? Sorry, I keep on saying Emmanuel Dennis. It's the English in me.
It's
Ima,
Ima.
Ima?
Thank
Did
you.
you see what Ima was doing to So and
He
Rudiger
finished it.
for the
Hey,
first
my
half? So
brother, man.
that's what they were doing. Pulisic didn't see time, but you know, I mean,
Mm.
hopefully Alonso. I just need Alonso to sit, hang in there, man. Hang in there, boss. Please, just hang in there.
look.
Hang in
We
there.
need to go to whatever evil forest that
Uh-oh.
they buried Chelsea's January luck in, because anytime January comes around,
We dip in form.
hardship, what injuries,
Hardship.
managers look a shadow of themselves. The
Uh-oh.
unexpected happens. Like there
Frank Lampard
must be
gets fired.
something. There must be something.
And the last time we won the Premier League title, we already know in December we're gonna win the league. So
How?
we know. Antonio
How did
Conte
we
already
know?
know December we win the under Conte, you know December you're gonna win the league.
Yeah,
No,
under
but how did
Conte,
we know?
You
Under
know
Conte,
December-
in
no,
December
man.
we already adrift.
Wait, on Conte,
No.
on Conte,
Under
what we
Tottenham was giving us.
under Conte by December you know
By
we're gonna
December,
win the
no,
league.
because we hit that streak, didn't we? We hit that streak.
Yeah. We are
Yeah,
playing,
but-
13 wins in a row. Was it 13 or 11 wins in a
we
row?
only play very well sometimes, we play very well sometimes, but we know we're gonna win it by December.
Under Conte, didn't we lose to Arsenal
got-
3-0 in like
We
November?
lost to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then
No,
the
we
season
lost.
was
No,
November.
we lost. No.
After September,
It wasn't. It was
it
no
was-
October. And then after the Arsenal game, we went on 13
After
straight.
September, he switched it up again.
Yeah, switched the formation after that Arsenal
Then
game,
we,
and then
we
we
went
hit
on a
13
beating
straight.
run. Then we were playing somehow good, somehow bad. But December, you already know we're gonna win the league. You know. We know
Oh
already.
no, it was I think I think there was a game against Tottenham in January where I think we lost 5-3. Was it 5-3 or 5-2?
But the point gap was still like 7 points or something points. We were already
5-3.
assured.
5-3.
It was 5-3, isn't it? Yeah, because and I remember they were just scoring headers. It was always headers.
Mhm.
They were
SSB.
crossing and it was headers. But
SSB Naby Keita. I think Naby Keita is
He's going to have fun, yeah. He's going
Guinea
to
Conakry qualified, right? For
yeah,
AFCON?
yeah,
Okay.
they
So I don't think
Yeah,
Naby
yeah.
Keita is a problem. I think he's going
oh,
to AFCON,
marvelous,
yeah.
Ghana is-
marvelous! That game was
yeah.
on the 1st of January, so you're not technically wrong. Technically, you're not wrong. That was on the 1st of January.
Yeah, on the 1st of January,
So-
we're not gonna have Mendy. Oh Lord in heaven, no Mendy. Chineke.
I don't think we want Mendy
NK,
also
NK,
for
what
the
was your question? What did you say,
FIFA
NK?
World Cup.
No. Tuchel
I said
confirmed.
that
Mendy is going
Tottenham
to
loss
FIFA. He said
was
he's
on the
going.
1st of January.
Mendy
That
said he's
Tottenham loss
going.
was on the 1st of January.
Tuchel confirmed
look,
already. Mendy is going for
Chelsea never
FIFA Club
play.
Cup.
Chelsea never play well on Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day. Think of the last time we won on Christmas, Boxing Day, or New Year's Day.
No,
We always lose.
What game did
We always lose one of those. We always lose one of
that's
those
true.
games.
But
I
what
hope
game
you
did
should
Hazard?
everything change this year.
What game did Hazard disrespect the entire Arsenal fan? It was in December, but I don't remember what date.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it
think was
wasn't.
December.
It
It was on
wasn't
Christmas Day. It was
Christmas.
on
and-
Christmas Day.
No, it
It wasn't
wasn't
Boxing
Christmas.
Day. No,
I thought it was
Christmas
Boxing
Day.
Day.
Christmas Eve.
It wasn't Boxing
No.
Day.
Okay.
It wasn't
Evan-
Boxing
We've
Day.
not We haven't beaten Arsenal on a Boxing Day match. We've
No,
not.
eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
ever.
Okay.
We always lose to
Constant.
them.
We always lose to
And
them. Yeah, we always
and
lose to them.
in the last 5 seasons, I don't think we've won on Boxing Day or Christmas Day. The last time we won on Boxing Day or New Year's Day. The
Let me
last
see what
time we won
let me
on
see what match we have on Boxing Day.
the last time we won on Boxing Day, Christmas Day, and New Year's
So
Day was that
we have
season
after West Ham,
where
we
we
have Leeds, we
Abdullah.
have
Oh God.
Everton, we
The
have
last time we won was
Wolves.
when we beat Aston Villa
There,
8-0.
Aston Villa. Oh, holy
That was
smoke!
Boxing Day.
Aston Villa is
Yeah,
on
that
Boxing
that
Day.
was boxing when we
Yay!
beat
Oh
no
yeah.
Abdullah. Hold on. When we beat Aston Villa 8-0. That was the last time we won around
Oh, that
Christmas.
was Boxing Day. Wow. Anyways, most Boxing Days I don't by 8 o'clock in the morning I'm already flying. So if you know what I mean.
I
So
don't I
So
don't know
Nigeria,
what you mean. I don't know what you I don't know what you
I don't
mean.
know
I
what
by
you
don't know
mean.
what
Boxing
you mean.
8
I don't
o'clock
know
by
what you mean, boy.
For those
Man.
of
I
you
don't know
that
what you
know,
mean.
yeah, by 8 o'clock I'm already Christmas. I take Christmas seriously. From
As you
24th,
should.
I'm not here again. No, I'm gone. I'm like la 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 la
Until
la.
when are you gonna come back?
I'll be back. In this case, after AFCON.
ah,
I'm counting the days, man. I'm counting the
No,
days,
no,
man. I
no.
can't wait for that
See,
are
AFCON
you
see,
are you
soundtrack.
go-
see
are you
enjoyment.
going are you going to the east or where?
See enjoyment.
We'll
See
see.
everybody
We'll
enjoy.
see. We'll see,
Don't go
man.
Hey,
to
I'm looking.
Cameroon though. Don't go to Cameroon.
No,
Man.
I know. It would have been nice to
It
go
would have
there,
been
but
nice. Yeah, it would have
yeah, it
been
would
nice
have been
because those
nice,
people are
man.
really nice. See, Cameroon is one fun country too. It would have been
Amazing.
really
I
fun
know.
if everywhere was just free and open. Like they have good food, good people. You know, the
Beautiful
football. They
women.
love football
The
too.
Cameroonian women are
Beautiful.
nice.
Do, do they
Oh.
have
Beautiful women,
do
yeah.
Let
they
me not
have
say. Let me
jollof?
not tweet too much.
Do they have
Yeah, they have
jollof?
jollof.
Yeah,
They
they have
have
their own
jollof.
jollof. Yeah, they have
But
their own
what
jollof.
they do, what's that? Their food, arrow. Arrow is their main thing, man. Arrow, they make it with Igbo people call it otazi. I don't know what otazi is called in English. What's that leaf called in English? But
Bitter
arrow is their
leaf?
main thing. No, it's not
Bitter
bitter. Bitter leaf is onubu. Bitter leaf
oh
is onubu.
spinach?
No, it's kind of like it's almost sour bitter. Otazi. I don't know what it's called in English.
What's it
I don't know
called?
what it's called in English, but these guys call it arrow. That's their specialty. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. I don't know what's going on in Cameroon, man, but and they just signed a deal. I think they did a deal with
Parsley.
Nollywood. They did a deal with Nollywood. They want to upgrade their acting industry, so they reached out to Nollywood. So we have all these Nollywood actors right now resident in Cameroon doing all these collabs. They're trying to bring up the film industry. Yeah, all of them are there. In Kemo, name all these guys. All of them are there now.
In Cameroon.
So, sorry, what's his name? Osofia and team. All of them are in
That's not
Cameroon
bad.
right now. Yeah, that's not bad. No.
They have chopped Nigeria money from then they go
Well, we need that island. What's the name of that island they took from us? Bakassi. Can you imagine Cameroon took Bakassi from us?
Who signed
Oh
off on that?
my God, man! My God,
I would
man!
I would
Blue
never
eyes.
understood.
So
It's
Blue Eyes, you are
blue
telling me
eyes.
that
No, no, blue
after
eyes. It's
AFCON you'll be
funny.
back. That's February.
Wait, Abdullah.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
not is it February? When is AFCON finished? It depends
February.
on how far Nigeria goes. If
February.
Nigeria try reach semi-final, man,
Blue,
they
blue eyes. Who
yes.
signed off on that whole Bakassi?
That's a good question. I can't remember how it happened again,
Because
but it
even
yeah,
Cameroon isn't utilizing it
they
as
don't have
much as
to.
they should be.
It's like it's money in the bank. Why do they have to? They don't have to. It's something that
Man,
that,
So the
that will
person
feed
that
the
the person that
generations to
signed off
come.
the person that signed off Bakassi was Yakubu Gowon.
Obasanjo.
Just it was
No,
Yakubu
Obasanjo.
Gowon despite the Igbos after
oh
the
yeah,
war after the civil
to
war.
spite
Yeah.
Southern, yeah.
So he gave
That's
out
insane,
a
dog.
And
sovereign
then they won the
he gave out
case.
a sovereign part
I'm
of the
looking at some
country
PPL
to
Can
goals
you
now.
imagine?
Cameroon as a gift. He
Blue
gave
eyes.
Abdullah,
them as a gift
we did talk
for
about
allowing the
something
federal
about
troops.
country. They talk about
Yeah,
Is
he
Nigeria a country
for
in
allowing the
Nigeria?
federal because Bakassi was one of the parts of
1
the
million kilometers.
it's on the
1
Atlantic, right? So
million.
Yes.
the
Nigeria.
federal troops
port.
used it to actually penetrate, Calabar, and then they
To
started
come into
coming
the
up.
Igbo section. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they started
southeast.
coming up the country. Yeah, because there was no way to get to the east because the Biafra soldiers blew up
Had blocked exactly
the Niger River. They blew up the Niger River and
the
laid
bridge.
ambush all around. Yeah, so they blew up the river sorry, the bridge, sorry,
The bridge.
blew up the bridge. So there's no connection between that eastern part of
East
Nigeria.
and
So
the rest. Yeah.
the federal troops had to go around and use, from Bakassi, Port Harcourt, the Delta, Niger Delta, and came all the way up.
Man,
Just a brief history.
Yakubu go on.
So
used to go to the-
at the end of the day, after he didn't actualize in Yakubu Gowon's time. It was actualized in Obasanjo's first tenure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Obasanjo
then
didn't give it away. Obasanjo did give it away. They won the case under Obasanjo's regime because they contested it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yakubu Gowon needs to be put in the gulag, man.
NK does look at your man here. Look at your man.
He needs to be tortured for eternity.
Look at your guy here.
Who?
What
kind of video is this? How come the video is stick? How come the video is slow?
That's the goal team when I wanted to score against
It's
Man United.
lagging.
That dumb idiot.
It's lagging. It's lagging.
The video is lagging. Yeah, it's not good.
Hold on.
Don't worry. You could show that goal even for a second. I know exactly how it goes, man, in my head.
Yeah, I do too.
I do
for
too,
the
man.
YouTube
For
quality.
the YouTube. Oh yeah, sorry for YouTube, man. For the channel. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
So because if that was the same goal team when I wanted to score against United. That dumbass just.
He didn't even bend down.
It wasn't even as hard.
Okay, wait. Let me understand this. He wanted to score that screamer from 12 yards out.
It's not your portion. It's not your portion.
This is good. Let me go back.
No, I know the goal, Abdullah. I know the goal. You're missing the point. The point is he wanted to score a goal and he wanted to use a shot.
No, Abdullah, it's still laggy. It's still lagging.
Abdullah, it's not working. Man. You gotta close the video, man.
In Timo Werner's thick
I don't know why it's freezing. I don't know why it's
Timo Werner's thick score. He wanted to score a goal that with a technique that Essien used from like 32 yards out. He wanted to do that in the 18-yard box.
He's a fool.
When he just needed to glance the ball off his left leg and just wrap it into that bottom right corner. Interesting.
Do the simple thing and basic thing.
Good call.
That guy, that dumbass.
Good call. No, that's true.
Look,
that's what he should have done. Cut the ball into two.
That ball with so much venom.
Like, what is going on with him? Is this guy being?
What do you mean, Abdullah? What do you mean? What is going on? We know what's going on with him. He's trash. What do you mean? What's going on with him?
He's trash.
Fans don't want to.
In Africa, we said, I think Emily said, it's like Ogunle Badger is like it's been pursued by his ancestor.
It might be a generational curse. It might be a generational curse.
I don't know. I don't know if it was this way for you guys, but when we used to play pick up street ball, those who would kick the ball with no technique, no control, they would generate so much power in their thighs and just blast it. We just used to make them defenders. We wouldn't even try to reason with them. We would just tell them go far away from the opposition goal, defend our goal. That shot is what you do to clear the ball. Timo Werner looked like he was clearing the ball. So much venom.
Did anyone think he was going to score that? Did anyone think he was going to score?
I never think he's going to
score. It's the hope that kills you. I didn't think he was this.
Thank you. The hope.
I was like,
look,
the angle that he was at it was perfect for him.
So easy. Use your left foot and guide the ball back. Simple. Or use your one there and just calm down. If you're not going the ball with your right foot, calm down. Put the ball down.
Exactly.
Calm it down. Either you just volley with your left foot or you calm down.
He had enough time.
Place it. Just place.
Timo cannot play ball. Timo, listen, Timo doesn't know how to play ball. You know when you say somebody doesn't know how to play ball, it's like Abdullah is a C finish. That is C finish because I haven't seen Timo just hold the ball and say, you know what, let me have fun, let me dribble. He can't even do that.
Another question. What was the panel? It's
he can't.
It depends on the team, though. It depends.
No, he could do it. I don't care. You see, when that happens,
if he goes to Bayern, I think Nagelsmann knows how to use him. But let me just speak on Blue Ice's point. Blue Ice. I've
Yes.
never seen Werner complete a dribble in a Chelsea shirt. He just
Impossible.
when he gets on the ball, he turns
Yeah.
into IAAF.
Yeah,
Sprinter.
and he doesn't
And he
even do it
runs,
well.
he runs off the pitch.
Thank
he
you.
runs to
Only
that
into penalty box. Timo Werner is see in my life watching football. Timo Werner
He never runs into the
it's not even
box.
worse.
Never,
He runs,
never.
he runs, he
It's
runs
one
to
of
the
the
corner
most difficult
flag.
players I've ever
All
seen
the
in my
time.
life. This guy will take the ball. He will take the ball instead of him wanting into the position half. He run into the corner kick. I was like, "What are you doing here? Run inside. Why are you running outside the game? What are you doing?"
What do you think was Timo's best?
Like Blue Eyes said on Sunday, they usher him off the pitch.
Just get out of here. Exactly. Yo, man, what do you guys think has been his best game since he's been in a Chelsea shirt? Champions League semifinals?
No, Southampton.
Was it Southampton? Was that where he went on the run? It was Southampton or Newcastle where he actually went on the run, and I think he squared it to Tammy.
Yeah, but that's not a big game. Like you guys that say big game.
Oh no, he's not a big game player.
Performed in a big game. It was
No, Champions League
Southampton under
semifinal.
Lampard.
What about Champions League semifinal? Real? No.
He had moments.
no.
I'll say he had.
He got lucky.
I would say he got. I say Blue Eyes. I'll say he had moments. He had a moment against Atletico Nice.
What about finals?
No, if he would have played well in that final, we were supposed to be 2-0 up in the opening 15 minutes.
He missed chances, you know that.
He missed two clear chances. Blue Eyes, go back and see.
That's true. That's true. No, I remember. But that run, I can't take that away from him.
Okay. Dummy run. Yeah, to give him props for that.
I gotta give him. That's the same thing Zoe did today.
That's the only thing he has in his locker.
No, but let me address that. Put that comment back on the screen about that Salah comment. Salah wasn't trash under Jose. He played against Arsenal and he scored, and then he never played again. Except for like a few.
Salah was trash under Jose,
like
man.
10-minute cameos. He wasn't trash.
He was like at the people he was competing with for that position. Salah
He had
was
no
trash.
right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
Those who he would have been in competition for playing time
were
miles ahead of him.
They were chefs,
and I actually
absolutely.
think had he stayed, he wouldn't have become who he is today. Had he tried to stay,
100%. And that's the same way. That's why all these guys should be grateful that they even left and that the club let them go. Unlike Tuchel with Odoi, but I'll keep quiet on that one.
Albert, you should actually. The main one would actually be. I think we got it wrong with Van Ginkel. And De Bruyne.
Oh, here we go.
We sold De Bruyne.
Are you serious?
No, we sold De Bruyne and we kept Van Ginkel. That's
okay. You know what pissed me off is that Chelsea
Van Ginkel and kept De Bruyne.
Okay, there you go. Now you're talking. Okay. People
we
were even talking.
We did it the wrong way.
Chelsea fans, I have suffered with Chelsea. If you see how I've argued with Chelsea fans for years,
Chelsea
fans say Van Ginkel is supposed to replace Mikel Obi. Go and bring Ruben Loftus-Cheek, come and replace Mikel Obi. Go and bring Romeo. None of them, even Romeo. Romeo tried. Somebody else. There was somebody else. They tried. Chaloba, the senior Chaloba.
McCackrin. Yeah.
Even McCackrin.
Yeah.
Do you know how I've been arguing with people?
No, Blue Eyes. McCackrin's younger brother is doing incredible in the academy, though.
Yeah, but
he's not. He was supposed to be. Fun fact: he was supposed to be ahead of Conor Gallagher in terms of development back then, but Conor Gallagher has just really improved. He was around that same. The game where the FA Cup Youth final when it was Arsenal Chelsea. I watched that game live. I went to the stadium. The midfield three was Gilmour, Gallagher, Solflex. It was Gilmour, Gallagher, and is it George McEachran as the midfield three? And unfortunately, the Arsenal team couldn't compete with that midfield. But McEachran was supposed to be was thought of as the second in line of the Gilmour, but Gallagher, man, he balled, man. He's balling.
But Gallagher came from nowhere. I'm really impressed.
And he's been balling. I'm impressed.
Yeah, man.
We'll see how it happens because
he's the one keeping Iberi's on the bench.
Yeah, but Iberi, and
but he's coming. No, but he's coming back from injury.
So. I know. Even if Iberi is fit with the Gallagher is playing, there's no reason
it's going to be hard unless Iberi has to bully somebody else.
when Gallagher was in the academy, correct me if I'm wrong, the only downside to his game was his fitness levels and his stamina. But he seemed to have like grown into
Worked
his
on it
own
now.
to
Mhm.
where like the guy looks like a machine. Like he's like
That's good,
muscular.
man.
He might be the most muscular English like under 23 player aside from Declan Rice. The
Declan Rice
most
is
Yeah,
like
muscular.
built. Yeah.
Declan Rice is muscular. I never
yeah,
knew that,
he
man.
built like that. Blue eyes, come on,
Yeah,
stop. He built
Declan
like
Rice
that.
is built.
No,
Blue
but
Eyes, how don't you know about your
Gallagher
guy?
played like this back then, but he wasn't lost in the full game. He would come
Yeah,
off.
that was the thing. That
Yeah,
was the red flag.
mhm.
They would say that he couldn't go 90 minutes.
He's not. Yeah,
You
he's
would
coming off the
always have
pitch.
to bring him off 70 minutes because he was always out of breath. He'd be winded.
Guys, I'm thinking about something now. Now that if
We,
Rudiger goes
I
to
hope we
someone,
call
how would
back
you
Gallagher in
guys wait,
January, man.
guys, if Rudiger and Timo Werner go, how does Kayaba do Chelsea now? Because he'll be
He'll
lonely.
be fine. He's a grown man. I'm like, he's a grown man. He's a grown man.
Abdullah,
I'm
repeat
like,
your
if we have to
question,
ask that
I beg.
question, if we have to ask that question, then he should get out. With all due respect, he should get
Repeat
out of
your
the club.
question, Abdullah.
Like,
No,
All
repeat
I
your
said is,
question.
if Rudiger and Timo Werner, that bricklayer, get the heck out of that club. How we Kayaba's people like, oh, I am lonely. I'm too
Isn't
lonely.
Thomas Tuchel German?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you have somebody.
So,
He has
Thomas
somebody.
Tuchel. He has
who do
Thomas
you have?
Tuchel and he has his dogs.
Yeah. So, oh, you wanna tell me? Don't you know the advice when they talk to him like, what talk as a brother to him?
No. But
Yes,
speaking of
Timo.
which, everyone's so focused on Rudiger, we might also lose Christensen.
No,
Yeah,
Timo,
Christensen ain't signing,
we'll be
man.
fine. I think he will sign the deal. He will sign.
Yeah, but I don't know if
But
you
you
guys
said
heard what Tuchel said recently. He said the reason
I
why he
said I
hasn't
had
been
it.
playing Christensen is because anytime they get to the final hurdle where it comes time for Christensen to sign, his
Mhm.
agent always brings up new demands. So the talks
it's
have already
surprising he
broken
even
down
said
3
that.
times.
Marcus, don't you find it surprising that he even said that in public?
I think
No, yeah, he said
I think
no,
Tuchel saying that in public, NK, is him
yeah, I said
sort
it
of
in public.
letting people be aware of like, just brace yourself, we might lose 2 defenders.
Yeah,
Because he's been
yes,
open about Rudiger's thing too. We might lose Rudiger and Christensen. That's
Christensen, yeah.
scary.
We might lose both of them.
Blue Eyes, is
But
that not
Christensen got
scary?
it is scary, but Christensen got run over today. So that kind of gave me a little bit of
His big
consolation.
brother,
Every-
his big brother
every-
came. His big
every
brother
Chelsea
came on and
player-
he looked better.
Okay, let me say
Yeah, true.
something. See,
True.
we were forced to bring Thiago Silva on. I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Tuchel was
Yeah.
trying to rest him because you have to manage his minutes.
That's true.
So it'll be interesting to see how that affects him going into West Ham.
It will be
But
fine,
no,
tell me.
Blue Eyes. Every
How can you
Chelsea
say
player,
he'll be fine?
He's a professional
I
player.
told you,
No, I'm
Abdullah
like,
always sees the
Thiago
silver
Silva has
lining.
injury. Thiago Silva has injury issues as well.
Abdullah always
I mean,
sees the
I'm
silver
like-
Abdullah
lining.
is the tie of Chelsea.
of Chelsea, yeah,
Arsenal,
Ty of
yeah, yeah, the tie of Chelsea.
Relax.
I haven't seen
If-
after AFTV season
if
started
um,
winning.
if a person has an oxygen tank and they only have like 5 minutes more of oxygen left,
Mhm.
Abdullah will tell you,
He's
well,
okay.
at
He's
least
all
you
right.
have 5 minutes before you die. Live your life.
I can't relax. I can't do that. Relax. God is the one who keep it and collected. So relax. Easy. Relax. Easy.
That's crazy, man.
No, but
Easy.
we were poor today. Don't get things
The
The whole team got run over.
whole team.
And-
The only
Blue
guy
Eyes-
that saved us today was Edward Mendy.
I was
Exactly.
I had a conversation with Abdullah.
Why are we
off
used
air.
to pass with guys? Why are we used to passing at the back? We're gonna be affecting Mendy's play. I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Why?
we're
With
starting
what?
to
With
we're
what?
starting to do those risky passes way too much.
For
Man.
Mendy, why?
I know.
But
But
let me
if you
say
do
this.
that's the only way you force them to come and play. But it's okay, yeah. And so, as you were saying, marvelous.
I was talking with Abdullah off air, and
Mm.
look, we came to the conclusion Olivier Giroud deserves an appreciation stream, man.
I was about to say we look better playing with Giroud than Lukaku. I was about to say. I forgot to say that.
No, NK, listen. Let me look. This is gonna sound so crazy, Abdullah. Mute your mic. Mute your mic, Abdullah. Mute your mic. This is gonna sound crazy. That was the exact same thing 2 days ago when Abdullah and I had this conversation that him and I both said. It looks like we would play better with Giroud in this team than Lukaku.
Jesus Christ.
Of Nazareth.
No, even
That's
but
insane.
marvelous. Even going long, we look better playing with Giroud than Lukaku.
Look,
Going
look.
long.
Giroud
Going
was
long.
severely underappreciated. Think about it. The season he came in, he was instrumental in that FA Cup win, 2017, right?
Oh, that goal
Then
against Southampton.
Sarri's season, he scored 17 goals in the Europa League, right? And 2 goals in the final. And then Lampard's season, the transfer ban season, he saved us so many times, even in the Champions
Towards the end of the
League.
season. Towards the end of the season, he was coming alive.
And then
Even
the,
in
the
the Champions
Scorpion the
League.
Scorpion King goal against Atletico.
And then the Champions League winning season. Think about it. Even before Lampard got fired, he saved Lampard a few times. And then imagine how that tie would have been hung in the balance had he not had the presence of mind you,
To do what
to know
he
that
did.
the ball was still alive.
That's true.
Because a lot of players would have thought they were offside, but he had the presence of mind to know that it came off an Atletico player. Giroud, let me say this. Giroud was a better servant of Chelsea than he was of Arsenal.
Yeah, facts. He's
Yeah.
more loved at Chelsea.
That's crazy.
But I'll tell you something about Giroud. The problem with Giroud is a me against the world type of striker. That's his fuel. Is when you count him out. If you make him the main man, then he becomes redundant. That's the
I
problem.
agree.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you needed a coach to know how to manage that credit facility. You needed a
He
coach
was-
to know when to use him. Because
The only
if
time
you
he
make him your
was-
main man, he was useless.
The only
If
time
you
he was
play, if
ever
you
the
play in
main
5 straight
man.
games. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
The only time he was ever the main man was before he joined Arsenal, when he was at Montpellier.
Exactly. There you go.
He
Montpellier.
literally
Yeah.
carried them to 2
Exactly.
League On titles, and he scored 20 goals one season and 25 goals another season. At a point, him and Benzema were like on par, and he was slightly better. And when you even look at the French national team most international goals, Giroud was second on that list. He's only like 5 goals behind Thierry Henry.
You see?
I don't think he'll get there, unfortunately. I don't think he'll get
there because politics, and they've sort of bent Didier Deschamps' hand to bring back Benzema. But I feel like had they kept Giroud,
He'll get there.
he would have did it.
They have to sack that bomb ass idiot there at the camp.
Why?
Lord.
Bring him,
No,
my
no.
boy. I want him to break that record.
That's the
Zidane?
conversation for another day. I think
I want him
Didier
to break that
Deschamps.
because I can clown. I have some people I want to clown
Didier
them.
Deschamps is one of my favorite defenders, the midfielders, defender, one of my favorite players of all time.
Didier Deschamps. I feel like he takes away
Goodness,
from
what a player.
Boy, he's doing
he
bullshit.
takes away from
as
the
a
French
manager.
national team as a manager. Yeah,
As
he's
a
too
manager.
pragmatic.
Yeah, no, as a player, he was fantastic. He was great to watch, man. I never seen a calm, cold motherfucker like. So excuse my line, MF like him, man.
So guys,
You said
let me go around. Thank you. Let me go around.
He was a badass, man. That
December
guy.
the 26th, after, let me see the Premier League table. After, I believe, after Aston Villa.
We play
That's when
Liverpool
Edouard
on the
That's
day
when
after
Edouard
New
Mendy.
Year.
That's Edouard Mendy is leaving for AFCON. And the following match, we're gonna play Balaga till Mendy's come back.
Liverpool and
you-
City back to back.
But you thought Mendy beat Balaga to be the goalkeeper for them.
Okay, I'm assuming you said do you trust Balaga to be the goal? My issue is not even with Kepa per se. We just have to win one of those games. I just want one. We have to win, not draw, not lose. We have to win
We need to
See,
win both.
because after this
one
match,
of those games.
after
No,
this
but we
match,
can't win both games. We can't win both
Wait.
games. That's unrealistic.
wait, this is our picture here.
Marvelous. We can't win both games.
See, after this match, after the Aston Villa match,
No, we can't win both games. You have to win one.
it's when Mendy leave. So the next match, Arita Balaga is gonna keep is Brighton, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham Hotspur.
We have to win 2 of those Tottenham, City, and Liverpool games. We have to win
Are
at
you
least 2.
serious?
We have to win 2. If we want to win this league, we have to win 2 of them. Simple.
I think we
And
have to win all of them. No?
we can't. Blue Eyes.
Both of them, Liverpool and
We
City.
can't do that.
Ariza Balaga.
We can't do that. We can't do it.
I don't trust Ariza Balaga.
So how come nobody's so what about this our number 3 goalkeeper? He's not good?
It's come, it's come to
Bettinelli, Blue Eyes. You can't mention
Wait. Jamal Blackman or Bettinelli?
Martinelli,
It's
or whatever.
It's cashing codes.
Oh, he's old. He's really old, man.
It's cashing.
Like,
I don't
how
trust. I don't trust old goalkeepers.
Guys, sometimes you know that sometimes when you have money, you wonder like I want to enjoy myself. You go to eat, like let me just get some food. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I dash you this money, Joe. Just enjoy yourself. That is what Martinelli is in Chelsea.
but Bettinelli is like that guy we had when we won the Europa League.
Just get
what was his
money.
name?
Rob Green.
He's like Rob Green. Remember how Rob Green held up the trophy with so much energy, like so much passion? That's Bettinelli. Watch.
I really
Those are the
think-
people. Those are the people when you win the trophy. They hold it up with so much pride, like they did the most work.
And the guy signed 2 years deal. And when they signed 2 years deal, oh Lord in heaven, we are screwed up, man.
I see the guy in
Contractor.
practice. The guy in practice looks like he's playing
He's shit.
basketball, man.
He's shit, you know. I thought I was afraid. I saw those practice videos. I was saying, I hope that's not Kepa. I'm pretty sure it was probably, if you're saying I see him in practice video, it's probably Bettinelli, but he's shit. Honestly, because you know when it was Kepa hands when Kepa would let the ball go through his glove. I was seeing some of these strikes that these guys were promoted. I said, hey, is that our second choice? That's not Kepa, right?
Can
But
you
I
imagine
couldn't
what our
verify.
first and second goalkeepers were? It used to be Kepa and what's his name? My guy. What's the name of the other guy?
Caballero.
Nothing where Musa never see forget. Eh?
And you know the worst
My
thing,
brother.
Caballero was actually trash, and we were all like, "I'm lying." Caballero was actually trash, and we were all like,
Oh my
"We're not
goodness.
using Kepa." The mindset was like, "Not Kepa,"
Lord.
literally.
Oh
My
Lord!
goodness,
Look,
man.
you
Nah,
guys,
man.
You know the funny thing
you
about
guys
Kepa?
make me,
You know the
you
funny
guys
thing
make
about
me
Kepa?
laugh so much. I
You know
forget
the
my
funny-
point.
the funny thing about Kepa is Kepa will be like it'll be like that outstanding goalkeeper today, and tomorrow morning you swear for Kepa.
I'm
No,
lying.
it's-
I'm lying. We were all
In terms
the
of penalty, I
Caballero,
can put my money on
Caballero,
Kepa. He's saving penalties.
Caballero,
But
Caballero
match
used to
is-
look so awkward
Oh my
standing
goodness.
in goal.
Chai.
No, but marvelous. We're saying all these things now, yeah. But everyone said not Kepa, so we were just watching the game, watching this guy. We're like,
Exactly.
it's not Kepa. It's not Kepa. And the
You know
guy
what?
had no presence, no
You know
presence
what?
whatsoever.
The one credit I do give Frank Lampard is it's hard to drop a number 1. It's very hard. And Frank Lampard did it with no I like how he dropped Kepa.
Kepa?
Yeah,
Had to
I
be
like
done.
that. He just like, man, like yo. I think he went to Czech. He and Czech had some beers. He's like, yo, bro, we're not winning with this guy if this was 2012 type thing, because
No.
I was really impressed that Frank Lampard was able to pull that trigger. That's the only thing I can hang my hat on with Frank Lampard.
Marcos Bettinelli, 29 years of age.
He's young, who says he's old?
29 years of age.
He's only
And
29, no?
and he's that trash.
And
Jesus
in May,
Christ.
you'll be 30 in May. You'll be 30 in May.
Nah,
God.
man.
Nah,
No.
Our goalkeeping situation is a problem in January. Big problem, man. When you see people jumping and trying to pick up rebounds, like in the NBA with Kepa, man, it's going to be a problem, man.
This is the goalkeeper here. This is the
Let me
goalkeeper.
see him.
You guys actually don't think City
I see
and
problem.
Liverpool were going to win back to back based on our record that we've seen? You think we're winning that game back to back?
Which game?
City and Liverpool?
Like we playing City again? When is that game?
No, we play Liverpool first, and then the next game after that is City.
Liverpool second, City 15th, back to back.
Back to back.
And then it's
Wow.
Tottenham after that. I don't see us winning more than one. I don't see us winning more than one game.
And I
out of that
feel
game.
like by then, Antonio Conte would have Tottenham functioning at a better level.
Yeah, a better level.
Look,
Yeah.
look,
How's he
for
gonna
lack
do
of a
that?
better word, December January is make or break.
Yeah.
My argument has always been Chelsea should try her best and be. I know it's not in our hands, but we should try our best and be at least 7 points clear. Me, I said 10, but maybe 10 is too generous.
We
At
should
least
have
7 points.
we should have beaten
Thank you.
Burnley.
Thank you.
We should have
Thank
beaten United.
United. That was the one that hurt the
It
most.
will have been 7 point clear now. 7 point clear. Yeah.
And you see,
Had we beaten Burnley, had we beaten United, we'd be at least 5 points.
exactly. Then we can now tally with the future games coming up. Yeah.
It could still happen though. You never can tell.
Listen,
We
Abdullahi,
needed to put ourselves in a position where we wouldn't get leapfrogged by one loss. If we lose
Exactly.
another game, we're gonna get
We're gone.
leapfrogged.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
down.
And
That
that's
flex
what
is gone. That flex is gone. And what's it called? You guys can't tell me based on the big game record that you not the Champions League, but big game record of Chelsea Football Club the past 3 years that will win in 2 of those games. You can't tell me.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
our big
No.
game
But that
record
day
in the
comes in.
Premier League is
Has
poor.
declined. Has declined.
Exactly.
Terrible.
That day comes in.
Terrible.
Drastically.
Terrible, man.
Because the funny part. When I remember that Mendy going to AFCON and Elizabeth like everything number one, I was like, oh Lord in heaven. Hey, we're gonna get run over, man. Oh Lord in heaven.
You see, you guys notice how opposition they're barely taking shots from outside the box. They're trying to work it down and make sure that they have, because Mendy is so good, he fills up the goal. They want to make sure they're as close to him as possible so they can, because he's not good when you're that close. When Kepa steps in there with his diminutive figure, oh Lord, they're gonna start shooting. They're gonna start shooting from like I don't know if you guys remember.
Right?
Zaha. Marvelous Zaha.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember
Zaha,
against
yes.
Crystal Palace.
Zaha, man.
Zaha did not want to shoot. If you go back and watch that highlight, but he saw even Telemans in the FA final, even Henderson under Sarri, even. There's like a few other people, even against Burnley when we won 4-2.
What Storage was that against Kepa?
Even Sturridge was against Kepa.
Yeah, against
that was Kepa.
If you go look at all those goals, go look at all those goals.
Man. That Sturridge goal was against Kepa.
It was Kepa.
Even Mkhitaryan, right? If you go look at all those long distance goals, at first the players, they angle their bodies to pass. Then they take a few more strides and they see like Kepa has this like bunny hop that he starts doing when he feels like a shot is coming. They see it and they're like, man, this guy is way too small.
Guys,
and they just like rifle it in.
Today against Watford, the free kick that directly the Mendy punch.
Yeah, Kepa might not save that.
If it is Aliza Balaga,
yeah,
I can put my money on that. We are considering it.
You know what's it called? Tifo Football made a video about Kepa.
You guys remember against Valencia, they crossed the ball under Lampard. They crossed the ball,
and the ball hit the post.
Kepa jumped. Kepa jumped to pick up the cross, and the ball went through both of his gloves and went into the back of the net. Look up the highlight.
I remember that.
You know what? You know what kills me about Kepa is when you have you heard Kepa scream at the team, scream at his players.
No,
I think he had a baby voice.
No, he doesn't. He has a very you think it's like one monster,
one number one voice.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen him shout. No, but he's that type. But Marvelous, he's that type of guy where
I'm like, what?
Even the penalty thing.
NK, send me a video of him yelling, please.
I'll try and find it. But Marvelous, even that, he's the type of guy where
it threw me off, man.
He's the type of guy where it's about him. Like even the penalty thing, that's his moment. He's a moment keeper. I say moment.
Yeah, he loves moments.
He loves the moment.
Yeah.
He loves the light. He loves the spotlight. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
which
Mendy,
is a good thing for a goalkeeper to have.
And Mendy sort of, I don't want to say the opposite, but he's perfectly fine with him and himself.
Mendy is so self-assured. He knows that his time will come regardless.
Exactly.
But Kepa tries to force it. Which is why, like I told Abdullah and I said on this platform a few weeks ago, a goalkeeper like Ramsdale, right? I feel, and Kepa and Abdullah confirmed this for me, I feel like certain goalkeepers, they like the highlight reel because that's a goalkeeper's moment. Goalkeepers don't get to score goals. So what they actually do, and I know I'm not crazy, they leave a lot of gap so they can have these like diving saves. Like I don't know if you remember Pickford. Pickford used to do this a lot. He
Pickford
would
still
leave
does it
so
now.
much space. He would leave so much space on purpose because he wants a simple save to look extraordinary. Kepa, I don't know why he does that. Anytime I see him doing that bunny hopping goal, I'm like, oh Lord, this guy is preparing to dive like he's like stretching across the Red Sea. But what happens when you dive like that, when you fling your body like that, your arms become weak because you're literally stretching to the point where you
Marvelous,
have like little to no oomph behind the
Guys, I
ball.
want to say something.
Marvelous. You know what? Tifo Football made a video about Kepa and what went wrong, and they said that when he dived, he literally put his hand back, his arm back behind him.
Yeah, because he
So
wants the save to look
yeah,
so good.
he puts his arm back behind him, which therefore means by the time the ball gets, his arm is already not level with him, so it's already behind him, and it just knocks it back. That's why if you go on all his goals, there's a goal against Tottenham where
All
David
his
Luiz stepped
goals,
out the way.
the ball hits his hand, and then they go through. His first ever goal, his first ever game for Chelsea was the red flag. Under Sarri, we played Arsenal. We won 3-2. Both of Arsenal's goals went through his hand. Like he literally it hit his hand, and then his hands were so stretched out they were weak, and they just went underneath his hand. They bubbled underneath his hand.
He puts his
The thing is, if
wait,
it comes to
I know,
penalties,
he doesn't do
it's
that in penalties.
incredible.
Why?
Against Shakhtar, because that whole flinging yourself, it lends itself well during penalties. Because penalties, you have to be able to be agile and really like throw yourself.
Why is he not high
That's
guy?
why Hey, Marvelous, don't you think that's why Pickford is good at penalties?
That's why Pickford is good at penalties.
Yeah.
Any goalkeeper
makes
that
sense.
throws themselves around, they're going to be good at penalties. If you remember against Shakhtar, that standing save that he made, I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, against Sebastian Allah.
Against it was the defender.
Was it defender?
Haller, he dove to save Haller. NK, you don't remember the save that he made when
That
he
time
literally
Europa
sat
League,
on top of
I
the
remember.
ball?
Europa League, I remember.
I don't
On the
know.
way to
You don't remember
Europa
against
League.
Shakhtar? Shakhtar in the
2019.
semifinal, it went to penalties at Stamford
No,
Bridge.
that was
Frankfurt.
That was Frankfurt.
Not
Frankfurt.
Shakhtar.
Sorry. You remember that save, right? I don't
feel
think
like
there's
it's in
any
there.
other goalkeeper in Abdullah. Pull up the save, please.
It's gonna
Pull up
bring
an
me to. I
image
don't
of the
know.
save. An
I don't
image,
know.
not
Let me
just
see.
type in Kepa standing save. I don't think there's any other goalkeeper in the world that could make that save. I mean, think about it. Kepa has more penalty saves in Chelsea history than any other goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has more than Petr Cech. That's insane.
Even his that
Type
manager
in
fiasco at City.
Kepa standing save.
Even
Even in
manager
that
fiasco
penalty
at City,
shootout, he saved 3 penalties,
Yeah, he
but
saved.
two of them went underneath his hand, and he saved one of them. And we would have won that penalty shootout if it wasn't for David Luiz.
Yeah, David Luiz hit the post. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
It went straight back at him, man. I was like, yeah, we ain't winning this.
Man, that's true, man.
And that would have been insane because think about it. For a manager that divided opinion like Sarri, if we would have won that Carabao Cup and then won the Europa League, it would have been 2 trophies.
Yeah.
Abdullah,
did
you look it up?
What Mourinho did.
I'm
Would have
looking at
done what Mourinho did.
Kepa standing save. No, but my whole thing with Kepa is this. And he's also a confidence-based keeper. Once one error goes in, he's prone to make another one and another one. Like if you remember against Liverpool, he literally threw the ball to Sadio Mane on the Lampard. He literally rolled it like 5 yards to Sadio Mane.
It's true. Blue Eyes is true now. It's true.
Was that when the Christian got sent off?
It didn't take you this long to look up the
I've
picture.
seen it, Mr. Man. I've seen it. Relax. Easy.
January is going to be rough for us, my brother.
You're
No,
not gonna
you
be watching
should have
Blue.
just
Don't say
clicked on
that like you're gonna be
images.
watching Blue Eyes.
This
Cheese.
is this is this
I
is.
know.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
it.
No. You should have
Guy
clicked
Blue
on
Eyes saying it like he's
images when
watching
you
a
search
game.
it on Google.
I've
Just-
seen it.
Nah,
just-
man.
just click
I
images.
have to give my attention to Mother Africa.
I'm gonna watch AFCON purely because of what Klopp was saying, man. I'm watching AFCON this year.
No
Straight.
kidding. No
I'm
kidding.
watching AFCON this year, man.
No
And God,
kidding.
God cash him. His best players are going to have
Are gone.
Oh,
Yo,
Flop.
that's a good
Oh.
statement you made there, Nana. Don't mind him.
Yeah, man.
Don't
I'm
mind
gonna
him, man.
watch
I bet you a lot of people feel the same way you feel.
They do. I know certain Liverpool fans that were even just brushing it off, man.
Don't mind them.
Fans that were brushing
Don't
it off.
mind
It is
them.
what it is, man. It's okay, man. I'm watching it.
Don't worry. They'll hear. No, they'll see the difference. They'll hear about AFCON. Don't worry. They never jam, man. AFCON, okay. They can. It's only them that knows how to celebrate Euros and Copa America. Listen, I bet you there are more Euro fans in Nigeria than there are in England. I bet you.
That's true.
That's
I bet you.
Well, I
in the
wouldn't say England specifically because England they're thirsty for that trophy.
Nah. Yo. You haven't seen Nigerian fans. When Nigerian fans watch Euros, you think Nigeria is in the Euros.
Mhm.
You think Nigeria is in the Euros.
And because of
They watch
agenda.
Euros in Nigeria.
Blue Eyes is because of agenda.
No, it's not because of a Niger boys. Just African boys love football.
That's the bottom line, man.
That's the bottom line, man. Doesn't matter.
This is why when we had that argument with Muntaha, people don't understand what
just watch
football
ball,
means.
man.
People don't understand
I
what
love
football
that
means
shit.
in
I love
Africa,
that
man.
shit.
No,
People really
exactly.
don't understand, honestly.
I love that
People
shit.
don't understand.
But I was like, no.
You watch ball, man.
I was just laughing that day, like. But
No,
that
he
was
doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. God bless him, but he doesn't understand. I get it.
No, man.
He doesn't
No,
understand.
man. There are more
It means
kids. There
too
were
much.
more people watching. Listen, even the jerseys. When you see Niger boys wearing Euro jerseys, you be like, is Nigeria in the Euros? And then you have this man coming here telling us some small tournament in January. Let me catch you in January. Don't worry.
And you know the worst thing is, I was hearing people say why this AFCON's a small tournament because it's in January. And
Yeah.
then I told them, if
Exactly.
you play football in Africa in summer for a day and see and come back to me
And see if you can play. Nonsense. See if you can play.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
idiot people.
I saw Mido. I don't know if you guys know Mido, right? The legendary Egyptian
Yeah,
that played.
Yeah.
That played for Spurs. I saw Mido complain. I like Mido, man. Mido was complaining that he was pissed. Was it Mido? Yeah, he was pissed that the Club World Cup could affect AFCON.
No, it's in February. It's in February.
Fine, even the finals, even if AFCON finals is in the. What if it goes?
But Tuchel has confirmed. Even the board has confirmed that Edouard Mendy will go to FIBA Club World
Okay,
with us.
good. Okay,
He will go. He will travel with us.
because I saw
The
Mido
Club World
complain.
Cup. The Club
Yeah,
World
it's in
Cup
February.
is
February
it's
the
not- no,
8th. Yeah,
it's in February. I thought it was in December.
No, it's in February. They've changed it back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's in February. It's been
Yeah,
confirmed. It's in February.
Okay, so
February.
let's see. It's in February. Okay.
Wait,
Good.
so all these Premier League games we have upcoming, there's going to be no Club World Cup in December.
No Club World Cup at all.
Okay.
Sure.
Also,
Yeah.
I think the Premier League now has a break in February, don't they?
Yeah, February from
I
February
don't think
3 to
they have
12.
break in March.
Oh, so you see,
It's in
from
March.
February no, it affects AFCON. You see, when does AFCON end?
It
Yeah,
ends
it's
February. It ends February.
February what?
February
Let me
15th.
see.
Early February, doesn't it?
Early February. Let me check.
When does AFCON end?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, February 6th.
Interesting. So the
And
FIBA
the
Club World
Club
Cup
World
starts
Cup
in
is
February
between the
8th.
third and no,
Club World Cup starts in February 8th
no. Club World Cup date set for February 3 to 12th.
to 12th.
That's why Mido was complaining.
Yeah. So Mendy, the board have already said Mendy is going with us.
You know, do you guys
How do-
remember?
How will Mendy travel with us? How will he travel?
Going with us where? So if Senegal
Abu
gets to the
Dhabi,
final,
Abu
If
Dhabi.
Senegal gets to the final, Mendy's not going anywhere, bro.
he's not.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
he's not going
Kepa,
anywhere. This is what Mido was talking about.
Kepa's gonna be playing against Guadalajara.
If Mendy gets to if Senegal gets to the final, sorry, you ain't
Hey,
going
do
to see Mendy.
Do you guys remember that season where at least like 4 or 5 of our players played like something over 60
Guys,
games in a season?
Yes.
Guys, when does
12,
AFCON finish?
12,
When does
13.
AFCON finish?
AFCON finished 6th, February
Bro,
6th.
I remember when Mata
This is
played
where
something
guys,
like over
this is it.
65 games.
Check this. Is
12,
we play.
AFCON
13.
finished February 6th.
We play February
Man,
9. Mendy
I
is
ain't
going
trying
to.
to go
He's
through
going
an
to. He's
injury
going with
hassle
us.
this
Look at where we
season.
play.
I'm not doing it.
Semi-final.
Okay. If we play
February the
play,
9th.
February.
The 9th.
Yeah,
You
February
see it?
9th. Yeah.
So Mendy is going with
Yeah.
us. Mendy is
What are you
going
talking
with us.
about?
Either way,
We start on the
Saturday or
9th.
No,
We start We
start
start
on
on
the
the
ninth.
9th.
The Club
Guys,
World Cup, I think,
we
starts
start
earlier.
on the 9th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts earlier for the
No,
whole
hold on,
tournament.
though. Hold on. Yeah, but Club World Cup starts on the 3rd, February
yes,
3rd.
No,
Yeah,
but-
but Chelsea,
No, it doesn't
Chelsea
matter.
don't
It doesn't
play.
matter. No. If the tournament starts, right,
we have to be there.
you have to be
No, we
there.
go there after.
No,
a
we
week
go
after.
there.
No. You go there for the tournament. You go and
We
live.
go
It's
there,
camp.
yeah, guys. We go there, but it's gonna be a week after. We're gonna go there.
No,
on the
you're
like-
not understanding, Abdullah. You're not understanding what I'm saying. This is camp. It's a tournament. So from the 3rd, if
Hold on.
the Chelsea squad that you see on the 3rd, that's it. It's not like people are gonna start trickling down like later on. No.
like
It's
it's
not
a
training. It's
residential
not
camp.
training. No, it's not. This
No.
is the tournament itself.
They
If
probably get
Mendy-
there
if-
earlier than the 3rd as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. If Mendy is not there by the 3rd, he's not in the squad.
Yeah, that's true because they even
Yeah.
quarantine and things
Exactly. No.
So-
But no,
It's
no,
not like
listen.
it's not like you're no. Mendy's going straight back to
NK.
Cobham.
Yeah.
like that. NK, the
man.
English women, England, their football team, women's football
Oh.
team,
20 no.
beat Latvia 20-0.
Oh, that's good though.
Sheesh!
You know what I like about that beating is if you have a chance to beat somebody, just destroy them. Just destroy them. That's why they say in the street, they say if you sleep, they'll take your gun. If you sleep, they'll carry your gun. This is exactly what
20
happens. If you get a chance, just beat them.
20-0. Oh Lord.
It's true.
So look, this I'm only gonna say this because
Each player collect one goal, man.
no, people usually say the San Marino and Latvia, like the male team, they're like factory workers, doctors, students, engineers by day. So at the Latvia women, like housewives
Yeah, I know.
by day,
What
and
else could they be?
footballers by night.
It's like Iceland. What's that team that played us in the World
Oh,
Cup?
guys. I just say it.
Iceland?
Wait, I
Is
say
it
it.
Iceland?
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, wait. I
2-2.
just say it now.
Exactly.
So,
3-2?
the Manchester City
3-2,
match,
yeah, that game.
guys. The Manchester City match will be postponed because of the Club World Cup.
So what?
We play
Okay, the
City on the 15th.
Yeah, on the 15th, it will be postponed.
15th
So
of
why
what?
would it
Of January.
January? Why would it be postponed?
Why would it be postponed?
Why
Because
would
of
it be
Club World Cup.
postponed?
We have to go there earlier because
No,
of
no,
the
so-
No, we're not gonna go there
No,
till
because of
January.
quarantine.
man. Yeah.
because of quarantine. Yeah, because of quarantine.
Oh.
Because of
Sheesh.
quarantine.
You quarantine for 3 days. Do you quarantine for a
No,
week?
it's different. We are going to United Arab
Qatar,
Emirates.
yeah, UAE, they do
UAE.
things differently.
Their things are different.
You quarantine for a week.
I think so.
14
Yeah,
days,
so
maybe.
14 days.
Mm.
So we have to go there.
But
earlier.
let me say something really quickly. This
Damn.
is dangerous. This is dangerous, and knock on wood. I hope
Make sure it's wood.
hope it's actually
Don't go
my
on me.
laptop.
Bros.
Okay, I
respect
just
yourself.
did wood. I just did wood now.
Hi, I know they do that in a hand.
Okay. Listen. I have high hopes that we'll win the league, but if we don't, mark it down. This postponed game against City is gonna come back to bite us. I would have loved to get the City game out of the way, win or lose, so that the pressure is on for us to go ahead and maximize the rest of the season. Let's assume they bring this Manchester City fixture back in like May, and the gap is only 2 points. What do you guys think?
I think
have
we
to win.
smashed them. I
We
think we
have to win
smashed
the
them.
United.
I think we smashed them, man. I can't wait.
As Blue Eye says, don't make a
Because
mistake.
it's gonna
and
feel
make
it's
Chelsea
gonna,
seem
that
like
City
confident.
that City game might feel like a final.
Exactly.
The
Sorry?
City and Liverpool game might feel like a final.
Marvelous. I'll tell you again, like Blue Eye said on streams months ago, don't make a mistake and see Chelsea when it matters. That's all I'll say.
No, exactly. That's the thing about Chelsea. We suck, but don't make NK Dons. God will bless you for me. Listen, we suck. That's what I tell our rival fans. Chelsea sucks, but don't make a mistake and see us in the Champions League finals. Don't make a mistake and put us in a game where it matters because we're going to smoke them. I can't wait to get City again. I know I'm bragging, yes.
But it's
But
gonna
if-
matter a lot.
If we're the club that we say we are, we should be beating them. We should be beating all these guys.
Man,
Simple.
if we get City again, punishment.
So
I
how
hope we get somebody in January. We need to make some acquisitions in January, guys. Got to call it
Yeah,
out.
we need at least 2. A
Yes.
midfielder. I'm even seeing
Yes.
this is the scary part. I'm seeing certain fans, and these
Mhm.
are Chelsea fans that are real Chelsea fans. They're saying we might actually even need a striker.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yes.
striker talk. I'm
Like
hearing striker
like
talk.
not an elite striker, but like a
Like
striker
Dennis.
that
Like
someone that
Dennis.
Dennis,
could
give
give
me
us
Dennis. Give me
someone
Dennis.
that could give
Like
us
Dennis.
7 goals.
Blue eyes, I'm
7
sold. Give me
goals.
Dennis.
Yo, so
Seven,
give
Give
me
me
Emma.
Dennis.
Emma.
Give me Dennis.
No,
Give
I
Give me
me
want
Dennis.
Emma,
and
man.
I
9
want
goals.
Vlahovic.
Give me Emma.
GMP.
No,
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 Sorry,
no.
Abdullah, did you
sorry.
just hear what I said?
Oh,
Not
my.
an elite, not an elite striker. Not an elite striker but someone that could give us 7 goals.
And
Give
the
me
and the
Ima.
guy
We need
Give
7
me
goals.
Ima.
We need a
and
man.
the
We need
guy
a man, man. We need a
and the
man.
No,
guy.
not someone like Andy Carroll. No.
No, we need someone
Nah,
that
we
could
need.
can certified at least when needed can chip in
Now,
and
now
give
you,
you a
now,
goal.
now you respect him, man. Now. You
Give
respect
I,
me
him.
I
Emma. Give me Emma
Jamie,
that can play.
no,
Simple.
they are like Jamie Defoe, Jamie Defoe,
Simple.
Jamie
like
Defoe.
Simple.
Podence, like
Ah,
Podence on
man.
No, don't
No,
give me
Netflix.
Jamie
Podence.
Defoe.
Don't give me
Podence is
Podence. No,
too small,
Podence
man. We
isn't
don't need that.
certified.
Man, that
Podence
guy
isn't certified.
is
Give
tiny.
me Emma. As
He's
simple as that. I
tiny.
don't think you guys
Bring
understand.
him, man. Go to Watford and go and bring him, man. The guy will take the
Simple.
deal. He's a Niger boy, hungry, looking for contract. The boy is hot. That boy is. This is when you get him when they're hungry. That boy
Exactly,
can
man.
play ball, man.
He could play
I've never
ball.
listen. His initiatives. I got myself. I was stuck watching him all game. I say, why is listen? Even Kai Havertz has nothing on this boy. Throughout the game, I've never seen a number 9 that came in so deep.
And he was playing on the wing. Towards the end, he was playing on the wing, man. Nah.
I'm like, yo.
Give me Emma. Give me Emma. I don't care.
I
Give
was
me Emma. I
clapping
don't care.
throughout the 90
Emmanuel
minutes. I was,
Benaventura Dennis. Okay.
Sorry? You say?
Emmanuel Dennis Benaventura.
No, Bonaventure. Hey, Bona.
Give me. Just give me.
Bona. When you hear Bona in Nigeria, Bona.
Look,
No, it's the
instead,
problem.
if you guys are close to your phones, go on Abdullah's stream, right? Like try to watch Abdullah's stream from YouTube on your phone. Blue Eyes, your profile picture, the eye,
Mm.
it isn't loading. Like go see. Go
It's
see what
okay,
I'm talking about.
It's okay, man.
Oh yeah,
don't
I
know.
see that. It's okay. He
You
doesn't
see
care
it?
as long as
Why
you
is
can hit
it
him.
why
Yeah, I
is
see
that
it.
happening?
I
Why?
don't know.
So
What do you
oh,
say?
it's not,
What do you say, marvelous?
but it's in StreamYard. It's loading, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
here it's
StreamYard,
fine.
it's perfect. But
That's
on
okay.
YouTube, it isn't rendering.
What does it look like in YouTube?
It just
It
looks like
looks
a
like
picture
you
that
see
hasn't loaded.
you
That's
see
okay.
like
Yeah,
when
that's okay.
you go on
That's even
Google
better.
Images.
That's even better.
That's even
Man.
better.
When you go on
Perfect.
Google
Oh.
Images and you load up a picture and it hasn't
And
loaded,
it doesn't. Oh, perfect.
that's what you're
Yeah,
Listen,
figuring.
exactly.
Listen, either way,
Perfect.
all that matters is give me Emma
Yeah.
or Bona.
Bonaventure.
Let's
Bonaventure.
Blue Eye, don't call him Bonaventure. Don't call
It's
him
Bonaventure now.
Bonaventura is his name. That's his name.
No, don't say
It's,
Bonaventure.
it's not
No,
Ventura. It's
no, it's
Bonaventure.
not Bonaventure. You don't go and say Bonaventure.
Or
man.
even call him Venture. Or even call him Venture. Bonaventure or Venture. I don't care.
Those are very. Those are,
Bonaventura.
anytime you hear names like that, those are old. Like they were like the naming conventions in for a lot of Africans in the. You can tell this kid maybe he was probably born in the 90s. Like that name, Bonaventure, is a very old.
Yeah. Palm wine type of name.
No, it's not Palm Wine Papa. No, it's an old.
Bonaventure Dennis.
Yeah, the boy can play ball. Yo, I have watched this. Maybe I'm being partial.
Wait,
But that guy
no.
can
Blue
play.
Eyes, expound on that though. What do you mean naming conventions? Like how have they changed?
Yeah, if they've changed now, people are being more. You can see now that a lot of the names are like they take half of one name and half of another and put it together. So people are trying in their heads. They're being more creative now. People instead of before you used to name your child based on inspiration. Now people go to research on YouTube before they name their children to look for the best names. So when you hear old names like this Bonaventure, you know it's coming from
that's why my parents named me Marvelous. People used to have all these grand names.
Let's round up, guys. Let's round up.
Wait. Before you go, Blue Eyes, go
Yes.
on Emmanuel Dennis's Insta and tell me you don't want him at Chelsea. I'll leave it at that, guys. Go and watch it. Go watch it.
What's going on his Instagram?
Just go on Blue Eyes. Just see it and you'll say, yeah, get to the club. Get to the club.
What's his Instagram? What's his Instagram?
It's E_Dennis Blessed. Just look at his Instagram and tell me you don't want
If
him in the
Nana
club.
is approving this guy, then enough said.
I'm
If
proving
Nana,
it. The guy could play football.
I'm
That's what
telling you,
play
joy to watch.
football.
Joy to
Simple.
watch,
Both
man.
of you are sick. Both of you are sick.
Simple. Go on his Instagram and tell me he's not ready for this team, for this club. And I'm seeing players like Timo Werner. Oh, get out of here, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I am tired. I am tired. Please.
Mas, this is what we call it today.
Timo Werner has no confidence in himself or his ability.
Which one is it? Official Dennis 7?
No, it's E_Dennis Blessed.
Dennis Blessed. You see,
But this is it. Instagram photo. Dennis Bless.
Look. Anytime I go on
Gets me in the
Instagram,
brim.
they always give me a
Are you
notification.
talking about this? Marvel, thank you.
Anytime this gets him in the club right now, please.
Anytime I go on Instagram, they always give me the notification that Alexis Sky just started a live video.
Oh, here we go. This guy.
who's Alexis Sky?
Oh, don't worry. If you don't know, you don't know. Blue
I
Eyes.
don't know. I don't. Okay, so let me
Don't
not
worry.
ask again. Sorry.
Vixen.
No,
Vixen.
no,
Is it a good
Blue,
thing?
Blue Eyes, type in Alexis Sky on your Instagram.
The guy can dress, man. It's okay.
The guy has swag. That's called confidence in yourself.
He's a
I can
bad
see.
man.
I can see it, man.
He's a bad man, man. He's a badass man, man. The way what he did to Rudiger suffered today. Rudiger suffered today. And you know what he did to Rudiger? He did, like this pizza, when you order pizza, this 2-for-1 deal, 2-for-1 special. He was always packaging Rudiger and Alonso together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look, because he used the fact that Alonso's like a crash dummy on defense, so he would make Alonso run into Rudiger.
He would package the two of them.
He would make Alonso like block Rudiger. Yeah.
Thank you.
He played it well. He used
Of course,
brain.
he has brain. That's what I mean.
How did Watford buy this guy from club?
I don't know who bought that guy. Man.
Watford's recruitment has been
No. Claudio
recently.
Ranieri, not even Watford. Remember, Claudio Ranieri brought John Terry from the academy, and Claudio Ranieri was the one that signed Lampard from West Ham.
So it was
Claudio Ranieri. Claudio Ranieri knows how to.
No, but
he did not
Claudio,
sign Emmanuel
he
Dennis.
might have stepped up. He might have stepped up. Dennis came in early in the summer, but he might have improved his game under.
Well, how long has
Ranieri.
Ranieri been with Watford?
He's been like
Since the Liverpool game was the first game he played, and they got smooth 5-0.
He's been there 7 games, lost 5.
Okay.
Lost 5, but he's been balling, though. Emmanuel Dennis has been. Emma has been balling, man.
The boy is too brilliant. Man. I've never seen a player that takes the initiative to leave that 9 position for somebody else. And he's a 9.
Ghost 9.
Thank you, my brother. He's a ghost 9,
man. Absolutely right.
Hey,
Ghost 9.
man, guys. I think we might have just unearthed a jewel.
He already has 6 goals.
No, but that Watford team is good though. It's Maliasa on one side, Dennis on the other side. They're good.
Well, Dennis,
man. This guy has 6 goals, man. Come on now. He has 6 goals.
I will not be surprised if he scored against Man City.
No, I don't know about that because City's a whole kettle of
those
fish.
guys are, but the way he drifts and dry, what's that called? Shimmy, shine.
Yeah,
The way he
City problem.
he caused them problems, and he's strong.
Here's the thing: City historically, you could see where they will lose points based on previous. Southampton, they drew. They will always draw against Southampton. But Watford, psychologically, I don't know. Psychologically, City handled.
I think City wins too, but I won't be surprised if maybe Watford makes the tie. A tie, maybe like.
Oh wait, he's debuted for Nigeria before.
Yes.
Yeah, he's debuted for Nigeria before
in 2019. So
yes.
what
I don't know
happened?
what happened. I don't know what. Maybe it was because that time we had the Guavon, we had Osimhen, and then we had who else as strikers and on one.
He plays as a winger that day.
And the guy from Leicester.
Yes, Iheanacho. Thank you. And then this boy, the other boy that went from Everton to that short guy that went from Everton.
Speaking of something, it will be.
I'm rounding up right now. So forget
and he should be
rounding up. Okay. We can't remember his name.
Speaking of something that happened that we never spoke about on Abdullah's channel, Blue Eyes. You remember when Iheanacho added the indentation marks on his name on the Leicester jersey, right?
Okay. Yes.
So as to
I don't
guide
remember.
people.
I
Okay,
don't
okay. He
remember.
did it
Uh-huh.
last season
Okay.
when the Premier League came back from COVID, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Did you see the outcry? Which I don't understand. That's one of the things I don't understand
What was
being a
the outcry about?
Nigerian. A lot of Yoruba and Hausa
Mhm.
people
Mm-hmm.
felt slighted because they felt like he was owning up to being Igbo so much.
Mm.
They were all
Oh,
littered
really?
in his when he unveiled the jersey. They were all saying, "You should never do this because it's the whole of Nigeria that supports you, not just Igbo people."
Yeah. Whatever, man.
And then
Guys, I didn't even
like
know that
I
was a
was like,
thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Don't
was a
mind those
huge
people,
thing.
man.
He
Those
even,
are the people
if
that are
you go
trying to
on his
spoil things.
Instagram, if you go on his Instagram and his Twitter, he
I
had
didn't
to
know that.
address it. He had to address
Wow.
it and
Crazy,
say,
man.
no,
That is crazy,
he's
man.
just putting his name as it
You
should
see,
be.
this sort of tribalism is what's
It's
holding African
exactly.
teams
It
back.
was
You
so
know,
Of
tribalistic.
course.
They were
it's what's
like, they
holding
were like,
African teams back. It's what's
Yes.
holding them back.
they were like, well, if that's the case, then you should form an Igbo team and only represent them, and not, we don't want you
You see,
representing
imagine
Nigeria.
just
And
because
I
he,
was like,
he
what's
changed his
going
name
on?
because he wrote his name the right way,
The right way with the
and now
indentation mark.
now it's a problem. I beg they should go and sit down, man. I beg. Those are haters.
Yeah, all I'll say, Ablai, is Emmanuel Dennis 6 goals, 5 assists this season.
No
Are you
comment.
serious?
Is it
6
better
goals,
than
5
He has
assists.
6 goals and 5
Yo,
assists.
Are you serious?
Look at
My
that
goodness.
statistically. I'm looking at baseline stats.
Holy smokes, man! Holy smoke! That boy is good, man.
And the Nigerian guy at I said Bournemouth, Brentford isn't doing too bad either.
Onyeka, Frank
Onyeka?
Onyeka. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
in the team. He's in the
Hey,
He's
in the
a
team.
hustler too. He's
Hey,
another
big time
hustler.
Blue Eyes,
hustler, man.
Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on, I'm English, but in England he was going by this. He wanted to be called this. He went by Jordan Ibe. That's what he was telling people.
Don't mind
Jordan,
that fool.
Oh,
Jordan Ibe.
eBay.
He's hype nonsense.
Guys, before I found out he was
Don't.
he's Nigerian, right?
He's
Yeah,
an
he's
Igbo boy.
Nigerian.
That's an
Yeah,
Igbo
he's
name.
Nigerian.
Ibe is
He's
an Igbo
Nigerian.
boy.
Before
He's an
he
Igbo
played
boy.
for Bournemouth. He played for Bournemouth,
Yeah,
right?
He played for
Jordan Ibe.
Liverpool. He came through Liverpool.
Came through Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Where's he at now?
I think he's still at Bournemouth.
Okay,
Bournemouth for Jordan Ibe, man.
before I found out he was Nigerian, I actually used to call him Jordan Ibe for a very long time.
You didn't know it was Ibe.
He really deceived
Wow.
people.
Yeah, he deceived people. He deceived me, and then my
No,
Nigerian friend.
but you should have known Marvelous just by the name, pronouncing the name Ibe. And that's a very, very common name back home.
My Nigerian friend said his name's Ibe because I had a
Yeah,
Liverpool
it's
guy
Ibe
that
now.
was academy, like he was paying attention to the academy, and he said, "Oh, Jordan." He was saying this because he's white. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan Ibe's going to be the next big thing. The next big thing." I
Exactly.
was like,
Even this
Okay.
guy, before he had to correct people, Ebere Chieze, they used to call him Easy. Ebere Easy. It was easy.
You have to correct them and say
It took a long time before he actually now it's easy. So it's a lot of these names.
What's the name? What's the name of the guy that we lost because Lampard didn't know what to do with him? We lost him to Milan.
Fikayo Tomori.
Tomori.
Yeah.
Ade Tomori.
Yeah, Tomori. Like a lot, man. Nigeria has a lot of talent, but we've also lost a lot of talent, man.
Guys,
Tomori.
enjoy yourself, guys.
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
We might do a post match tomorrow against United.
Oh, Man U Arsenal, that's true.
We might.
Like and subscribe, guys. All right, guys. Good night.
I hope Arsenal destroy them.
Amen.
I hope they
Bye,
draw.
guys.
Peace, everybody. Peace. Stay safe. Bye, everybody. Have a lovely guys. Bye bye. Stay safe. Bye bye. Peace. Gracias, everybody. Adios. Bye bye.